USA. Oh, man. Whew. How do you say? I know what I'm not for it. You alright?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Oh. So this is it, huh? The big one. Oh yeah, they're rowdy. I like how the sun's down and we're still feeling the heat.
Yeah.
It's gonna get like the 70s this hour.
Dude.
Like 70, and it's supposed to, after 12, it's supposed to get like 60.
Yeah, last night felt really good.
Yeah,
I kept my windows up.
It's like AC out here.
Oh.
It's so funny. During the wintertime, I turn off my AC mounts and keep the windows open.
Yep.
Then sometimes, like,
That's the best way to get all that dust. Really fresh.
I have fur blankets.
Awesome. I've never sat next to someone who sings like that. No pressure right now.
I think we're okay.
Ox is fire.
All right. Let's see. Test mic test. 1 2 1 2. All right. There we go. All right, we're getting our track ready. We're getting ready to get amped up. Well, you see Achilles out there in that muscle car getting ready. We're going to be doing our national anthem here.
God bless America.
Yeah, and we have my man behind me, Hoise. He's going to be singing the national anthem. He has a hidden talent. He's actually a drifter as well. And I'm excited to hear what you got. All right, so we're going to wait for the music to get kicked off, and we're going to get you ready.
Is your vocals going to be on limiter?
All right, we're waiting for the flag to go out there. If you guys have hats on, please remove them. Stand up for the American national anthem and that American muscle challenger out there. Hoise. We're gonna wait for them to get parked real quick, and then you're just gonna send it. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right.
Check, check, check.
There it is. Get that mic check set up.
We have the people's champion out here.
You have Achilles out there.
It's a sad day when the least powerful.
Let me get a good wave from you, if you can hear me.
He was hyped though. He was hyped.
He was with the pro in ProAm.
There it is.
Bring it back to 2005.
Colton, you hear me over there? And Louis Lonzo up there with his helmet on. There's our flag. We're getting all our drivers that are in the top 32 out there. Finishing up, you see some of the drivers already getting drove down from the pits.
Try to like just get as much as you can. A little relax.
All right.
His eardrums are blown a long time ago.
Yeah, mine too.
Especially with that Supra.
Oh, yeah. I'll try to get as much as I can. I'll do one portrait and one landscape.
There it is. There's a wave from these guys. Now they see us. All right. Looks like we have all our cars. I think there's one more coming up here on the track.
Hey, you guys hear? Crank the speakers so they can hear the national anthem.
Okay.
Copy that. We got a guy turning up the volume right now.
It's gonna peak. I'm not gonna crank it all the way up. I cranked it up just now. All right, people in the stands, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. I see you on the camera. I don't know if Sarah can hear me. Sarah? Sarah?
They said raise it up more.
Raise it up more. Okay. All right, there it is. Do you hear me now? Yes? No? Maybe so.
Everybody, you got good volume, or do we need to turn it up more?
We're good? Okay. Whoa. Very fuzzy. Yes. There it is. I got it right there. Okay. Hosea, you ready?
I'd say so.
All right. We're waiting for this final car to roll up and our driver to get out of the seat. Here we are. Yeah, all the drivers getting ready. I see the last driver parking the car, getting out of it. And we're going to hand it off to Hosea.
Alrighty.
Track staff's there.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket its red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Now, drivers, start your engine!
Yeah!
Let's go drifting,
buddy!
boys!
Jose, you killed it. Man, it's an absolute pleasure. I hope you enjoyed the show. That was an absolute treat. And now we're going to see some raw muscle and cars going out here, ripping tires, lighting up a smoke show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to US Drift Circuit Round 1 here at Leadfoot City with our title sponsor, Redline Synthetic Oil, bringing it out here, and we are bringing you a show. Man, oh man, I am so excited.
I mean, earlier today, it was crazy, right? I mean, we saw some close tandems, David and Goliath battles, and now we get to see the main course. And like I said, guys, this is something you guys don't want to miss. And the best part is, it's not very hot right now. So we should have, realistically, no cars overheating.
Nope. And if you haven't tuned in to the previous show we had today, my name is Jonathan Tiny Warabe. I am the US Drift Circuit announcer, and I love letting you speak your truth, talk about yourself, give the fans an introduction of who you are.
Everyone, you guys know, I'm Joe FDM, your favorite grassroots driver with the RB power. There is actually a car with an RB platform in here, so not trying to be biased, but I mean, like I said, it's an honor. This is my very first Pro-Am experience, very first time even being with the man himself. You know, we saw each other back at West Palm earlier this year, and you know, now we're both get to collaborate. And like I said, I'm very honored. This is awesome. I'm a big fan of night drifting. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan.
I love the night drifting. I love it when the guys bring out their lights and then show up what they put behind these cars, these brute strength, that going through each power. Like you saw before, the final four was absolutely bonkers. And then during the practice run, the first lap, I told you, hey, check this out. You had Duarte Viana and Eric the Fireball Noguera just ripping this track apart. This layout is very similar to, if you ever seen Formula Drift, the Gambler, or the Gauntlet, what a lot of people would say, an English town, a New Jersey tracks, one of my home tracks. I love it there. The only thing different, there's not a drag strip going down the middle of the track. So
just behind us, actually.
Actually underneath us.
That's true. That's true. We are on the drag strip, actually. Very grippy.
Yeah, and we have a lot of great things out here. I do want to thank also the sponsors, Auto Sports Engineering, Drift HQ, our title sponsors. They were with us last year. It was fantastic to have them on board again this year. Kenda Tires, new sponsors, BC Racing. They came back for the US Drift Circuit. You have Kansei Wheels, OMP, Taxi Garage, Link ECO, Opt 7, which is for lighting, is a new sponsor as well. And another new sponsor for US Drift Circuit is Wisefab. If you want to get locked to angle, that's what you use, Wisefab. For me going around the pits, I was talking to some of the drivers. Actually, John Temple was having some struggles with his handbrake. I was talking to him a little bit earlier. Not only having that opportunity to talk to drivers, I was able to talk to spectators. Some of the spectators out there. One person, he's a drag racer. This is the first event he's ever been to.
Oh, really?
It was awesome. I got to explain a little bit of what drifting is, and I love explaining how drifting is as a motorsport and how I love it. We'll give you guys a quick rundown. If you guys never watched drifting before, you're going to see two cars always go on this bracket. It's a top 32 bracket, and there's going to be exchanging laps. So you're going to have one car in the lead, one car in the chase. The chase driver is using that lead car as a moving clipping point, and then the lead driver is trying to hit every zone. You'll see the white boxes on the track, and even the cones that are poked up and down. They are visual cues for the driver so they could get the car seated in the right position so they could fill out each zone. Now, not only are we going to be on the mics as the announcers, we have another guy who's going to be down and dirty in the pits. Dustin from Dustin Motors is going to be out there. Where are you, beautiful man? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you, you silly goose.
You know what's funny is we were just getting the camera ready to cut in and say hello. How are you two doing up on your ivory tower?
Oh,
Thank God the sun is out. It is so hot up here. Make sure you stay hydrated, everybody. You know, especially for the drivers, especially if you have no cooling suits.
I'm growing out my hair so I could be Rapunzel for
I'm
you
so
one day.
sorry. They're talking in my ear and you're talking. What was that?
I said I'm growing my hair out so I could be Rapunzel for you one day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can bring me up to the tower one day. Well, I do want to introduce myself. You might have me on camera 3. I'm Dustin. I'm going to be out here talking to all of the drivers coming off, all the winners. So they're going to be coming right here so we can get a hot pit action and go ahead and talk to them while they're coming right out. All straight through the live stream. And then I'm going to cut right back up to the top up there so you can go and hang out with them and get you guys on the live action. Now, we are going to be running nice and fast because we are just starting around 9 o'clock tonight. We don't want to go home at 2 a.m., so we're going to be rolling today.
What's that? All right, we're getting our drivers getting ready to line up. We're going to have them on the grid and set up. So we were talking earlier with drifting. Drifting is very a unique sport. It's a judge sport. We got 3 judges today. You have Paul Altwiski. I keep butchering his name, but he's an absolute friend of mine. But I'm going to use that as leverage because he told me the other judge's name was Bob, but it's actually Bill. So I'm definitely going to say, call him out on that. We have Brad Dan out here. No, it's not my fault. But we have Brad Dan out here, too. He's a Formula Drift driver. Bill was also a Formula Drift driver and one of the OGs out there. Straight shredding when there was lower horsepower, but he always believes lower horsepower is a lot better.
That is true.
Yeah, so he's one of the judges that we were talking earlier that it doesn't matter about speed going through the track as long as you hit the zones right.
Exactly.
If you want a prime example, Irwindale last year with Nick Novak, he hit every zone, almost scored a 100-point run, but actually 2 years ago, and he was just right there, right where he needed to be, and he was consistent, always hitting that line. So that's what you got to do. You also got track staff out there. I want to give a huge shout out to the track staff. They are busting their tails out there. It was hot today. They have been killing it today. Hopefully, they're always drinking water. We just fed them earlier, and we make sure that they're good.
Basic human needs, right? You know, to operate.
But Leadfoot City is an absolute awesome venue, too. It's a brand new venue in the Florida scene. They opened up in January, and they have a drag strip. They have this big skid pad, but it's the first competition for it. Yes.
Hey, it sounds like we're about to throw some cars in the burnout box. Super excited. Obviously, you two are going to have tons of fun up there commentating, but I might hop in every now and then and throw in those interviews at the end to talk to the winner.
Oh, yeah, I am excited for that. See these guys absolutely shred. And we're going to see our first battles come out. Here's Matt Shulman and Hayden Williams. They're going to be on the top of the bracket. If you're watching the live stream, you will see the live bracket pinned on the top of the chat. And these guys, today, we had a lot of great runs. We had some runs that we were unsure of. I would be realistic about it. Okay, that was, I want to say 1 or 2 that was very unsuring, but we did have 2 OMTs in the seating bracket. So when you're going over the drifting, the one thing that the judges are looking is line speed, angle, and the X factor.
Exactly.
So for the people that have never watched drifting before, these guys, like I said before, they take laps. They take 1 lap each, lead and chase. We have 3 judges up here. They determine who's going to be moving on, who had the better lead and the chase laps, and they move on forward in the bracket. Now, what Formula Drift is doing this year, so US Drift Circuit is the Pro-Am series for Formula Drift. The people that win the series, the top dog gets a license to Formula Drift to be a pro-spec driver. The previous drivers that won the championships are actually competing today. You have Louis Lantz, in the Zeknova Blue Corvette. He won 2 years ago. Last year was Ryan Kaufman, the Beast Slayer. That's Dean in the seating bracket.
Congratulations, buddy.
This dude has been killing it. He's, like you said, he's by himself basically in the pits.
He really is. One-man show.
Yeah, and he's been doing a great job. And you don't, he's one of the cars that you'll see the different tone and different cover panels and everything. That's the car he got set up for his Formula Drift. He's using this as a practice and kind of fine-tuning. He won the seating bracket.
That's crazy though. Like, I mean, it was insane. I mean, like they said, don't judge a book by its cover. That RX-7, it is I mean, like I said, he's a beast slayer.
Oh yeah,
you know, and I mean, I always liked RX-7, so I kind of knew low key, you know. But no, I mean, that previous runs that had, and not only that too. Now the drivers kind of have a fair. They're all muscled in, ready to go. I mean, temperature is down right now. That means these cars are gonna be running cooler, and as you guys know, running cooler is always better for cars and for us humans. We, you know, to survive. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, it's great to see that these guys over here. You're gonna see it in the camera shot here shortly that they're in the burnout box. So some people that are brand new to drifting, what they're doing is trying to get their tires warmed up to right temperature so they can have the right grip. Take it. You think about grip and drifting, you might think this is kind of crazy. They're going sideways. For you being a grassroots driver, what are you feeling out with grip-wise as a driver?
I mean, like, people, like, and I think that's a great thing to talk about. You think that, oh, you want less grip for drifting. But in reality, right, it's a very fine balance. You want a nice, traditionally, you want a front grip in the front. You want those front tires to really lead you the way. And for professional, like, you do want a little bit of that grip as well so you can actually move and compete with all you guys, because some people here have bigger power plants, some smaller, so sometimes tire ratio and suspension setup might save you in the game.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And you got these guys right here lined up. We're seeing the lights. Here we go, Matt Shulman and my main man, Hayden Williams, in the chase. Coming in here, Matt Shulman goes with a nice initiation. Hayden Williams gets a little too spicy, trying to get that proximity, and starts to try and get close in the pocket. Low angle in the chase. Here he comes, Matt Shulman goes out to the swing where a lot of people are struggling. Now transitioning into outer zone 4. Matt Shulman, an absolute class act of a driver. Now he's diving into the final inner clip. Beautiful lead lap from Matt Shulman.
I mean, that KA Turbo, man, they're doing everything. And there's, you know, I talked to them earlier, and then they were still having some kind of clutch issue. So hopefully, you know, I think they did their best, what they can. But I mean, you saw that right there. I mean, it's crazy, you know. And now, obviously, now they're gonna be switching places. I mean, that Enjuku car was just, I mean, it's loud and proud. It's out there.
Matt Shulman was a demon last year. He was absolutely a force to be reckoned with. In the final round of U.S. Drift Circuit, he was able to podium, and
that's amazing.
He's one of the guys you always got to keep an eye out. And you got Hayden Williams now going to be in the lead. They're switching sides. Matt Shulman's going to be in the chase. We're going to get the track staff get ready to put the lights on. And if you notice on the camera, there's the cones are in a chicane. So basically what is set up, the lead driver and the chase driver, you don't want a drag race to the first outer zone. You want to give that chase driver some room so he could get right there in that proximity. Here's Hayden Williams coming in with a clutch kick into that first outer zone.
Interesting.
And then transitioning into outer zone 2. Here comes Matt Shulman trying to he looks like a huge correction. Here's Hayden Williams, smoke show engaged, going to outer zone 4, and then Matt Shulman hits the tires, and then falls out of drift as Hayden Williams is going across that finish line.
So we're starting to see a little bit of a strategy here with some drivers with lower horsepower, because as you guys know, speed is not part of the competition. Consistency is everything here.
Yes, consistency is key. I wonder if
oh, wow.
Huge correction. Looks like a straight in there. But you see Hayden Williams just lighting up the tires, using that left foot brake so he could try to kate in that zone and in that track. So the lines there.
Oh, wow. There's probably some contact right there on those tires.
Maybe. It could be. You got Hayden Williams over here. You see the lines on the track. If you're watching this on the live stream and you're here, If the tires are 3 off, is considered a 0. So 3 tires off for the driver, they're considered a 0, lead or chase. So, man, Matt Showman was struggling to try to get that proximity and stay consistent with them. But we have our main man Hunter there, Havana White of US Drift Circuit. We're going to wait for the judge's decision here shortly. Judges are discussing the lead and chase right now.
I mean, you got to be very precise, you know, like, especially when it's not a very clear. There's a lot of variables here in drifting, and thankfully we have the technology to see as much as we can and get the most accurate information. And like I said, guys, it's not about having the most horsepower, right? If you guys are, I mean, really consistent with your build, right? I mean, we saw the People's Champion Mustang. He made it so far to 3rd place.
Yeah, he absolutely was excited to see that.
Oh, he was very excited.
Very excited. The next battle after this will be Tyler Hess. And it looks like Hayden Williams gets the win and moves on. Great job by that
Oh, wow.
Red S chassis. Yeah, Tyler Hess and Paula Mota. And then we got this guy here, Paula Mota in the Mustang. Tyler Hess is going to be in that BMW there on the left-hand side of the screen. You see that Drift HQ banner, or that tent. That tent is the lead lane. After this, you're going to have some heaters of battles coming out here.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take over here and talk to Hayden Williams real quick. Do you just realize you went from 32 seed to #1, beating him right out the gate?
Man, I just want to say thank you to my dad, to everybody, Lee, my whole family, everybody that helped me. We blew the clutch in seating, and that's why my second run was really shitty. But, you know, we came out here with minimal seat time and got it done. So, you know, Showman's one of the drivers I look up to, so I'm happy I got to go against him. So it's surreal.
You didn't just go against him, you won against him. Congratulations, Hayden. Make some noise for yourself. Go in the pits and get ready to go ahead and do it again, buddy.
I can tell you what, he's a very happy man.
Oh, yeah. You have Tyler Hess out there and Paolo Mota. Paolo Mota.
I mean, that was the very first one. And I'm ready to see more.
You're going to see some heaters coming up here. Yeah, I could even look at it. Marcelo's Alpha, John Temple. You have Colette Davis and Duarte Viena.
Oh, wow. That is so funny. That is like, it happens once in a while, though, when you have to go against your own, you know?
I've seen them battle each other, and man, that's...
At least there's no hard feelings, right? You know, that's the good part about it, you know?
Maybe. You know?
You know, they'll give it their all. And that's the thing, too. When you have teammates against teammates, you know, there's no real advantage, right? Because, like, you know what they're capable of.
I think it's more of like a fun, like, banter between each other. Like, if they're on a meeting table, and then Colette or Duarte was like, yeah, I beat you last round. It doesn't matter. Just, you know, that little fun family.
You skating through the pits was unacceptable.
And
Guess what? You took yourself out. You don't speed through the pits. You don't. You fucked up. Bro, you're not going to be allowed back to keep up that shit.
He was saying that
Grow up!
he fucked up the runner. And it's like, well, he did enter. He did slower. But at the same time.
all right. Here we go. We are back. And we have Paolo Mota in the lead. We're getting ready to send him out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know the ambient temperature is a lot cooler, but it's about to get hot over here.
Spicy.
Like sriracha.
It's more like last dab from the hot ones. Here we go. Paolo Mota in the lead with that first.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Unfortunate for him in the chase. He has to light off those tires. Great job stabilizing his car, angles up transition, but then he misses outer zone 4. Now he's trying to get into the final inner clip.
Wow, did you see that? Did you see that?
I wonder when it comes into the previous drivers here, you got Paolo Mota. I remember talking to one of the drivers. He likes to throw angles with that Mustang. Man, Tyler has straightened out right there. Oh, I don't think he was expecting that transition that way. And man, I love Tyler Hess. I love his attitude. I love how he performs out here. He is at a very severe disadvantage here. He needs to put out a banger of a lead run in order to succeed. And then Paolo Mota maybe has to, if he takes himself out, that's going to be.
And that's the game here. It's like you're almost playing, chess in this, right? Like until the very last run is played, you have no idea. I mean, even if it's an obvious, right, kind of answer, you never know. And we've seen that plenty of times earlier today.
Yeah, and now we have them switching sides. Tyler Hess is here to stay with. I can't believe he called his livery the old school Taco Bell cup. That was funny.
Oh, that's a throwback, man.
Yeah, throwback. Here we go. We're waiting for the lights. Paolo Mota in the chase. And the lights are extinguished. Tyler Hess in the lead.
Here they go.
BMW.
Oh, wow.
Here comes Paolo Mota with that Ford Mustang. He needs to surge into the pocket.
Oh, no!
But then gets back on track.
Oh, okay. Whoa, oh!
Overrotates, able to get back into drift, and he goes into the final inner clip.
Wow.
That was a messy chase.
Oh,
from Paolo.
wow. I mean, it's just like how you said earlier. Like, I mean, look at that right here. I mean, what happened? What happened here? I mean, it looked really good.
I think he was giving too much beans.
And then he crossed the line, obviously.
Yeah.
And like I said, you just never know. And also, too, don't forget, a lot of these drivers have already ran a lot earlier. I mean, right there, that's crazy right there what just happened.
So this is where it comes into the fact that's a chase driver. You need to give that lead driver room. He felt himself surge so hard forward, and then he saw the lead driver about to transition, and the pucker factor was
right
real
there. Right? Yeah.
And so he transitions and goes in, and now Paolo Mota was able to save it and get back into drift and then dive back into the pocket. But, oh, man.
I mean, that was impressive, though, that he saved that. I mean, that could have been a collision right there. And that's the thing too. Like when you're judging, like as like when you have a lead car, he's focusing on making sure he's got his best lap. He's not worried about you. But the chase car, you have so much more responsibilities behind that.
It's way different. But it looks like Tyler Hess gets the win and moves on.
The Taco Bell Cup did it.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
I still miss Chihuahua.
Yeah. Loco Grande.
Taco Bell. It does sound kind of good.
Now we have Tom Merman versus Darren Boscia. Darren Boscia, the young buck out here. He's going to be in the chase. Tom Merman with that Corvette.
This is going to be a very, very interesting battle to watch right here.
They've driven with each other often, from what I've seen on the social medias. Darren is. I love watching Darren drive, and I love seeing his pits because it's a family event, family matter.
Family.
Yeah. Take a quote from the philosopher Vin Diesel. Family.
You gotta say it with more tone.
Family. I had a southern accent on that one. Here we go. Tom Merman in the lead. Darren Boscia in the chase.
Oh, here we go.
Coming in with a big Scandinavian flick. Went to that first time.
All right.
Filling it out.
Whoa, okay.
Getting right there. There's Darren with them lights. Inertial lights. Able to get into that run. That back bumper on that wall. Outer zone 3 transition to outer zone 4. Great fill out. Getting nice angle. Darren has to get right into that pocket.
Right there.
Beautiful, beautiful chase run from Darren.
They're both clean runs from the Corvette.
Tiny, I just want to jump in real quick and let you guys know those are both teammates. That's a 14-year-old driving that Z.
Yeah.
They're killing it.
That's a 14-year-old?
I told you, he's in high school.
Oh, I remember, it keeps surprising me how younger and younger drivers are in the game, and especially in ProAm.
It's crazy, and you see it right here. You see Tom being able. Oh man, Darren, I need you further in that pocket. But we're gonna see how they switch over and switch sides. You have a 14-year-old out here competing in the Pro-Am level. It's great to see.
I mean, credit where credit's due. He's 14. You know, it's amazing. You know,
it's the sim is what is getting these kids on board. It's great to see the kids get into motorsports at a young age. But now you have Tom Merman. Now, are we gonna be mad if he bullies a 14-year-old in the chase? We'll see.
No, let's do this.
Darren Bosha in the lead. Coming out here.
Oh, wow.
Another Scandi flick. Going to first out of zone.
Oh, wow.
Transition to outer zone 2. Tom Merman has to gain that proximity. And oh, my word.
Look at that. Look at that.
Maniacal with that Z. As he is transitioning to outer zone
beautiful.
4. Beautiful fill out. And here is Tom Merman getting the close proximity on that final inner clip. Wow.
That was, I mean, did you see that? Like how close and controlled that he was towards that Z? And then that's what you want to see here when you have more horsepower.
It's great to see how Tom is, he has a big gap on proximity.
You guys, yep, cool. Tyler Hess here. You just won that last bracket, man. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah? Got any emotions going on? Or you seem like solid and stoic right now.
It's been a long day, and I've been fighting a lot of problems all day, so I'm just happy to take one down and gonna just keep trying to have fun.
Take one down, having fun. You got another one lined up, and you're gonna go do your best, right?
You got it.
All right, brother, go kill it. Good talking to you. Up to you guys.
All right, we're gonna see that drone replay here shortly, maybe. Oh no, I think the judges have come to the decision here. Darren Bosha on the left, Tom Merman on the right.
I still can't believe he's 14 years old. That's crazy.
He's tall.
Yeah, he doesn't look 14.
No, he's 15.
Oh, he's 15. Wow. Sorry, we're off.
Don't yell at me.
He just turned 15, guys.
He just turned 15? Just now?
Just turned 15.
Just now?
Can we get a clarification on that?
Can we get
I'm going to let you guys know that guy's a menace. He pushed me off a crazy cart once, just out of nowhere.
Wait, was that last year in Sebring?
Yeah. Last year Sebring, he just came out of nowhere and pushed me off the cart, and then his sister today just randomly squirted me with a squirt gun.
It's a trend, actually.
I had a microphone in my hand, and she's just like, yeah, but...
Tom Merman gets the win and moves on. See people cheering in the background.
I mean, that was impressive, though. You know, you're gonna get a lot of Dave and Goliath battles, you know, especially, and then it's one of those things. Is like it's like one of my favorite battles to watch.
It was great. Like I was saying on the right, where Tom Merman, he was having the good proximity. Well, he actually had a big gap in the beginning, but he was able to reel him in more and more smoother, and that's a lot cleaner looking than getting those slinky effects as a chase driver.
Oh my goodness. Is that, oh, did you know that's a Jay-Z in that BMW? Right
Really?
There? Yeah, Jay-Z.
Wow.
I thought it was gonna be an RV. I actually had to go confirm myself. I'm like, can you pop that hood real quick?
Then you have Carlos Santos and Vincent Toledo. He's going to be in that purple BMW. Vincent Toledo did a fantastic job during the seating bracket. But we're going to see if Carlos Santos has been fighting his car this whole day.
And that's the thing, in a lot of these drivers, they want to compete. You know, they want to go door to door, you know, and sometimes a buy run happens. You know, it's just, unironically, that purple car had 2 buy runs already.
And we're going to be sending it down to Dustin Motors. Oh, as it looks like they're doing a buy run for Vincent Toledo. He is able to go through, do a complete run here. Getting to outer zone 3 beautifully. Transition to outer zone 4. Then diving into that inner clip there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's his third.
That's the third buy run today, but we have Tom Merman and Darren Bosha down there. Dustin, Let's hear what they got to say real quick.
Hey, what's going on? So I'm actually here with Darren and Tom, and oh my gosh, these are two guys on the team. Zek Nova over here. The camera's that way, guys. Here, let's look at that thing right there. How do you feel beating up on little 15-year-olds?
It feels good, not gonna lie. It feels amazing. Especially with how much shit he talks, it feels really good.
Yeah, he does feel very confident about his ability. He hasn't beat me yet either, so I guess he's got that on neither of us. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, not picked on at all?
A little.
A little? Are you waiting to beat this guy to get all the bragging rights?
Yeah.
When are you going to do it?
Like 2 more months here when we get this pro card done.
Next round, he just said he's calling you out. So he might as well just line up the bracket to run again and stride him, right?
Let's do it. I'm ready for it.
Clip
Top 32, or are you trying to wait till top 8? You know, when do you guys want to beat each other?
Ideally in the finals if he's so confident.
Ooh, 1 and 2, okay. Well, let's go ahead and give it back to them because I know they got the next cars lined up. But love seeing you guys out here. Always great seeing new drivers out here. This is the future of drifting. This guy right here has been walking it. Tom has been walking it crazy in the last couple of years here, rolling out wins like nothing. But here we go to the next one.
All right, we got our next battle here. Sasha Prospero versus Justin Eland. Sasha Ironside Prospero out there. You got a big fan club, Darren.
I mean, Sasha, he actually did a really, really great job, all day today.
He seeded second in the seeding bracket, and you saw the battle between him and Ryan Kaufman. That's a titan battle there in the U.S. Drift Circuit Pro-Am Series.
I mean, he was one of the most consistent drivers. Told me that earlier, and wow, you really be speaking the truth out here.
The funniest thing, I was talking to him earlier, and I finished explaining why I called him Ironsides and how brutal he is in that car, but here he is. It looks like this is a bye-run. As you see Sasha Prospero doing his job, getting to each zone. Man, oh man, Sasha Prospero and able to fill it out, what he needs to do in outer zone 4, and then a left foot brake, trying to get that rear tire in there. He does, and then hits that final inner clip. Great job from Sasha. And like I was saying before, I was explaining to you why I called him Ironsides. And then that battle, he actually was pushing the car. He said, I felt the car pushing the lead driver. It was so funny to talk to him.
And that's another thing too, guys. These drivers are driving for points now.
Yes.
You know, so there's a different level of pressure on top to make sure you're even really. I mean, earlier today, it's crazy, but now it's this is the type of stuff that these drivers paid all the money for, made all the sacrifices, to get that maybe one day pro spec license.
Yes, and a lot of these guys are out here to have fun, but I'm gonna tell you right here, this battle, Marcelo Zaupa and John Temple, these guys are out here for blood. These guys are out here to get as close as possible. John Temple did have a couple of issues. I talked to him about that over rotation he had on the final outer zone. He's like, yeah, that was on me. That's just driver error. I'm like, oh man. But John, the Rocket Man Temple, let's see how he comes out here to perform in that S chassis. That S14 has that badge of honor on his passenger side, that dent. And I told him he needs to keep that dent throughout the whole season. That's a good
That's his good luck. His good luck charm,
Yeah.
I mean, seeing that at Fuel Fest and seeing it now, I'm like, oh, I recognize that car. But, I mean, also, too, seeing a Corvette S chassis, very two competitive chassis out here, and just, I mean, can't wait to see what's going on.
Here comes John Temple coming in first on his own and lighting off those tires.
Wow.
Goes out his own 2, just screaming that car as it's going all the way around.
Oh, you see that?
Smoke screen, engage, a little tire drop going there. Transition to outer zone 4, misses outer zone 4. Marcelo is trying to reel him in, but that's going to be a huge mistake on John Temple missing outer zone 4.
That was a really interesting run, actually. There's a lot going on here. I mean, I feel like the Corvette was playing a little bit too conservative, and there's a lot of correction going on, too. Almost like there's something going on.
Yeah. John has been really wrenching on that S14, but he has so much smoke coming out of those cars.
Oh, it's a smoke machine.
It's absolutely bonkers.
I mean, if you guys don't know, Leadfoot City has a beautiful pavement track here. I mean, the tires, I mean, you can see these cars are gripping. I think that's one of the biggest problems right now. A lot of guys are gripping too hard.
Yeah. And we were talking in the seating bracket that there's different tracks that we compete in. OSW is one of the most brutal tracks for the tires, but then you also have Sebring when they're trying to find grip. And Leadfoot City is a great addition for the U.S. Drift Circuit, and I love to come out. The venue is fantastic.
They do weddings.
Yeah. We're not going to visit that. We already talked about that in the seating bracket. But if you do want to have a wedding, by all means, if you choose to. And here we go. John Temple in the chase. Marcelo Zalpa in the lead. And here we go. Marcelo Zalpa coming out here. And
oh, no!
Marcelo Zalpa. Oh, wait. It looks like reset lights here.
I see restart lights, right?
Yep. Man.
Oh, wow.
Thank heavens.
They're like, just kidding. Just kidding, guys.
I think John saw the restart lights, and that's what made them over-rotate.
Okay. I was going to say, that was a huge, if that was a real run, that's a huge mistake. The blood pressure is definitely on now. You know, like, I mean, when you do like restart runs like that, you just like, ooh, you feel it in your bones.
Here we go. We're waiting for those lights to extinguish here shortly. All right. We have our track staff out there getting ready for the lights. John Temple is in the chase. Marcelo Zalpa in the lead.
All right, here we go.
Marcelo Zalpa coming in with a got the luck of the draw before, but here comes Zalpa.
Oh, yeah.
Out his own two, but he falls away from that reference point. Real rowdy out there with that S chassis, lifting that inside tire, going out of. My goodness, you see that car just bucking, going in the chase from John Temple. Wow.
I mean, look at that right there.
Look at that. Look, and when I'm saying he was bucking, that inside tire was lifting off the ground while he was driving. And when you see drivers do that, a lot of times their suspension setup is tuned in right. Chelsea Denofa did a suspension class for the drivers last year at Sebring, which is fantastic. Some of these drivers out there, they take advantage of all the knowledge that they could get. And John Temple has been on key with all that.
I mean, especially like someone like Chelsea, you know, with a lot of experience under his belt, and hopefully we'll get to see who won this round.
Yeah, we're gonna see who the judges are having a conversation about that. After that, the battle is gonna be Harry Spencer and Andres Messner. And I think they come to the decision. Here we go, Hunter. Tell us who it is. John Temple gets the win. J-Tune Motorsports absolutely shredding out
Congratulations.
there. Marcelo Zalpa, you're a fantastic driver. Unfortunately, the road ends here.
It was a good fight, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, 2 V8s, right? Competitive chassis. I mean.
And John with enough nitrous to shoot himself to the moon. Oh, man.
I mean, you're gonna need a little sauce, you know, a little sauce in that, you know.
Yeah, that's not a little.
And that's the thing too. It's really interesting that sometimes you might need every little bit of energy to might save you especially when you're chasing specifically.
There we got Harry Spencer versus Andres Messner. Harry Spencer coming out here. He's going to be in the lead. Coming in with a nice initiation. Goes that first out of zone.
Whoa!
And a little bit off track on that first out of zone. Andres Messner straightens out after out of zone 2. Oh, no. Complete fall out of the track. But here comes the Beast Coast drifting. Spencer going to outer zone 4, and then trying to dive into that final inner clip, but that is a complete lap from the lead driver.
That is, I mean, obviously something went wrong here. And I know, like, I mean, both drivers actually had some mechanical issues, and that's the thing too, guys. Survival is so crucial, you know, especially with the last run. And hopefully, you know, maybe things might get a little better.
Yeah, we saw in the seating bracket, Andreas Messner understeering going to outer zone 2, but we're going to see how he comes out here. He needs to put a killer lead lap. He did zero his chase. And we have Harry out there. Spencer, he's going to be in the chase. We're waiting for the lights from the track staff here.
It's funny because Messner's car is...
You know, Harry's car is a KA turbo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We have 2 KA turbos here. And he had a
Nice.
slate cylinder issue earlier.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Andreas Messner trying to get a nice initiation.
Oh,
First
wow.
outer zone. Misses first outer zone. And now able to touch outer zone 2. Spencer is just trying to mirror the angle and follow the line. Oh, a little correction on outer zone 3 from Andreas Messner as he is transitioning out of zone 4. Oh, my God. Almost falls out of the track and over rotates. And Spencer finishes off that lap there.
That's a lot better run than before. But I know, I mean, you're seeing right there, right here, like I said, major problem with a lot of people is just they have too much grip, you know?
Yes. And too much grip is bad juju for the drivers. But Andreas is a resilient driver, I would say. And he's had struggles with his car previously, finding what grip he needs. But he always
All right,
has
we're
a
going to
smile.
interview John Temple real quick while they make that decision. Buddy, getting a win here. But you told me real quick, you said this isn't a win. What's going on?
So I've been having a lot of handbrake caliper issues. I've gone through 4 of them already, and I just don't know what the root cause of the problem is. So, you know, I've been able to go out there, get a couple laps, and the next thing you know, I'm smoking brakes down the pit lane trying to get back to solve the next problem. So, but it's still good to get my first win under my belt this year with a brand new build. Only thing that's the same is the wiring in the transmission. So, great start to this year.
Awesome. Well, you go fix that brake caliper, I guess, and we'll see you hopefully here again. See you, bud. Congratulations again. Absolute homie. Been killing it.
All right. And we're going to go back to the track.
Back up to you, Tom. Tiny.
He said that's a brand new build.
And Spencer gets the win. Spencer gets the win. Great job from the Beast Coast team. And we have the final battle of the left side of the top 32 bracket here. Colette Davis.
Oh, here we go.
And Duarte Viana. Duarte, he's one of those guys that I talk to. I'm like, you intimidate me when I go to the pits. And I'm like, you need to smile more. And he started laughing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And after I said that, he always says what's up to me, and we have a good conversation. Duarte, he's actually a veteran as well.
Oh, really?
Which
Fun fact.
is a fun fact. He gets locked, cocked, ready to rock whenever he gets on the line, focuses in, and here he goes.
Here
Colette
we
Davis
go.
in the chase, Duarte Viana in the lead. 2 Drift HQ teammates out here. Duarte with nice angles towards the first outer zone, going to outer zone 2. Beautiful fill out as well. Here's Colette Davis trying to run that tire on Duarte. Letting him go. Rocking that tire bumper in the chase. And here comes Duarte coming into that 4th outer zone, trying to get there.
Whoa, there's a lot to talk about right there.
Yes. Something happened to Duarte. Here we got in the drone replay. And then we're going in to outer zone 2. Transitioning all the way through.
And then I think there was possible contact.
She's surging a lot when we were talking about the driving wise.
Yeah.
And then Duarte is so far in front. And then
something happened.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Colette saw that something was wrong, and then she was able to avoid a collision there.
All right, here with Spencer, an absolutely heater of a run with all the issues been facing. Brand new clutch just thrown in. Oh my God, how do you have to feel getting this first win of the season?
Man, it felt fabulous. I'm not gonna lie out there. Even though the car's got a little bit of a miss at idle, we're still gonna send it, man, and try to play with some of these big dogs out here.
Brother, you are one of the big dogs. Go out there, bark it up, okay?
Yeah, you got that dog.
We'll see you out there.
Whoa.
He's got that dog in him. All right, we have Duarte actually calling a 5. Something going on with this car.
And see, this is why I tell people, man, no matter if you're grassroots, pro-am, pro-spec, Formula D, you know, survival is key here. And that's the most common thing. And that's what's really humbling about the whole drifting experience is that that's the middle ground that everyone can relate to, you know? Is just keep your car alive enough to compete.
Yes.
You know? And, I mean, for a lot of these drivers, like, just even finishing is so crucial, you know?
And it's very crucial. But we have Christian, the Heartbreak Kid, Catrone. And the reason why I call him the Heartbreak Kid, he loves to break hearts on the track, and sometimes he breaks his own heart. He was telling me when he's on the track, he's had struggles with his Corvette, but seeing him drive, when I first saw him drive, my first event I ever commentated, absolute savage. And whenever I see it, he actually posts videos, and it's a really good cinematic. That's his business. He does the side business, makes some production value videos. And if you ever get the chance to watch his videos, it's absolutely crazy. It's a cinematic event of drifting. It's great. Oh, wow. And last year, he actually had the Darth Vader Imperial March playing in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was funny to watch. But here we go, Christian Catrone. Let's see how he comes out here in action with that Chevy Corvette. Going back first out of zone, being able to fill it out, transition out of zone 2, locking in that angle, and then just putting that power on, showing Bowden, going all the way around. That is a beautiful fill out from Christian Catrone.
Beautiful.
Outer zone 4. Oh, mercy, with that left foot brake, floating that car in there, diving into the inner clip. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian, the Heartbreak Catrone.
I think that was a great lap. I mean, I know it's a bye run, but that's still a great lap.
It's an intimidation factor.
Oh, yeah.
You got all the spotters. So drifting is not only a driver sport, it's a team sport. You got the pit crew. You also got spotters that are watching it. The spotter for Christian Catrone is actually a pro sim driver, Rampage. He's an absolute slayer out there. He's also a spotter for Connor O'Sully in Formula Drift. And, man, you see Christian Catrone.
Look at that. He's on the line.
Yes. And Christian has been practicing on the sim with that spotter, and they're giving each other tips. They're very, very adamant on getting locked in right before a race, and it's beautiful to see both worlds collide.
I mean, you said it perfectly last time. A lot of people are getting into these sims, you know, really taking advantage of downtime, and it's free once you purchase all the product.
Yeah.
You know? It's
free tires. There we go. Bill Stinger versus Zach Chen. Bill coming out here. OG of the Florida drift scene coming into that first outer zone. Beautiful fill out. Nice snap to angle, but he misses outer zone 2. Now he's trying to drive through all the way to outer zone 3. Zach Chen is almost out of frame in the drone shot. As you see Bill coming out here trying to touch outer zone 4 and then diving into the final inner clip. Bill had some struggles during practice. He thinks he broke his finger.
No.
Yeah. And so I was talking to him, and he was saying, I think I drive with that finger because it hurts when I steer. But it didn't seem like it when he was coming out here. And he snapped to angle, got there, going to outer zone 3, beautiful fill out, and then transition to outer zone 4. He gets there and then just falls out of that zone. But you also have to talk about the chase here. He is a little bit far behind, and not
the most aggressive entry in there. And you see there's a little bit of late in transition, and like you said earlier, I think you said it too, like where you feel like he's just not like
he's not there. Yeah, and it looked like he went 4 off. So that is a 0 for Zach Chen. He is at a severe disadvantage. Now Bill Stinger is going to be in the chase, and he has to follow Zach. Let's see how these guys perform. Zach is coming out here with that Ford Mustang. Oh, he is struggling to get to outer zone 1. Bill is trying to keep up the chase. And here comes Zach as he is trying to light off the side. Oh, my God. Look at Bill going out there, putting that back tire on that line. as he is trying to chase down Zach Chin. And then Bill
Wow.
is right there in proximity, and then he gets choked up.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
So as you know, like you want a lead driver really needs to set it up. But I mean, again, not the most aggressive entry, and the chase obviously has to try to predict what's going on. And if I'm honest, it was a little bit all over the place, bit, just a little bit, you know.
It's where he goes into it. You got to commit to that first outer zone. I don't know if Zach is having some struggles with his car. He's been tinkering with it throughout the day, so maybe he is having some struggles, but I think the judges have come to the decision here for this battle.
Watch Bill. Watch Bill before the finish line.
And then going into... And the judges are looking at the end of this run here. Zach is going into that. Oh, yeah, that was a huge left foot brake there. Right before that line. Huge choke up.
I mean, like I said, there's so many variables.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to judging, and like I said, you need to go through all the facts, what exactly happened there, and like I said, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know who's going to be the winner on this round.
So we're waiting.
Hey, Tiny, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I got some news.
What's up?
Our #1 seed.
Yes.
That just won, Ryan Kaufman.
Yes.
He was running on 11 amps. All right.
Okay.
He was needing a new alternator. He can't find one. He's not going to be able to compete.
No.
What?
You're lying.
Oh, no. But it looks like we got a winner here. Bill Stanger gets the win and moves on. My, oh my. And that's a heartbreaking discovery. So we're going to see a buy run for that.
I mean, he must be running like I think it's like an LS in that RX-7, and I mean, comes to like the most simplest things, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he could just probably swap batteries. Just keep swapping batteries each run.
That's brutal. So that battle it's going to be coming off later. Justin Sosa will be having a buy run.
A lot of buy runs right now, actually.
It happens, especially at the Pro-Am level. Compared to like Formula Drift, you don't see much buy runs, and they have a huge program behind them.
Oh, yeah.
So with the Pro-Am level, you support your local drivers. That's what gets them to run and compete and have a good time. You have Andrew Grindle here, coming here with Pedro. Pedro's trying to reel in Andrew Grindle with that S-chassis.
All right.
As Andrew falls out of outer zone 2 early. Oh, no, looks like 2 times off. Cross that cone from that reference point, and then transition to outer zone 4. So that left foot brake so he can dive in. And Andrew Grindle completes his first lead lap. We're going to look at that drone replay.
I mean, even just like looking right now, I mean, there's a gap.
Yes.
And right here, both the drivers technically.
That
is definitely noticeable, you know, and like I said, like it's not about being the fastest, and.
Yeah, we're looking at the judges' decision here shortly. We're having the guys switch sides here. But it looks like...
All right, buddy. Bill, how are you feeling today?
Oh, man, I felt so rough through practice. I was blowing through zones. I haven't driven a comp in 10 years.
10 years?
No, legitimately, it's 10 years. I came back to do this. I'm sad my kids aren't here, but I'm starting to feel really good. The car's awesome. We're down a cylinder. We only run on 7 right now the whole day.
Someone else just got 10th place with 7 cylinders. Cletus just got 10th place on 7 cylinders, so maybe that'll bring you some luck.
Yeah, we're going to send it to the moon and see what happens. As long as it stays together and doesn't scatter, we're just going to keep ripping. And we're getting better and better every lap.
Well, when it scatters, just yell scatter so I know to start running, okay, buddy? All right, man, go out there and hopefully get another interview with you. See you soon.
10 years. That's back in 2015. Good time.
Oh, yeah.
Good time.
There you go. You got Pedro in the lead now and Andrew Grindle in the chase.
7 cylinders.
I know someone in the Formula Drift level that had less cylinders that competed. But here we go. Pedro going in that zone, able to
wow.
Andrew Grindle is trying to get that proximity in there as Pedro is trying to...
Whoa.
close proximity. From Pedro, as that angle is getting super spicy from the lead driver. Good fill out on each zone.
Oh, wow.
And great run from Pedro.
And see, that's the thing too. When you have a car that's like a little bit slower than you, right? Where you need to make sure you have that consistency here, and then right around here, he got close.
Yeah. Whew.
Catch your breath there, huh?
Yeah. Got me a little starstruck right there, because if I was there, I don't think I would slow down enough. It looks like there's a fire.
Fire under Grindle. Fire under the Grindle.
Oh.
Safety crews are on their way right now. We got people running with fire
The fire is
extinguishers.
still there under the car, left side under the car.
Oh, Andrew just ripped his cord, I believe, his fire suppression system. Oh.
I mean, guys, we cannot stress this enough. Fire is definitely in the driver's meeting, they said do not get out of your car unless there is a fire.
Yes.
You know, if you start barbecuing, you need to get out.
Well, you have one of the biggest heartbreaks that happened last year with James the Machine Dean. He caught fire during media day in Long Beach.
I remember that.
And luckily he has the team that supports him, that the RTR team was able to rebuild that car, and he competed that day and he won. It's absolutely, you'll see these kind of moments with drifting, and it's heartbreaking, but this also could be the turning point for Andrew Grindle, where he's like, all right, I need to fight even harder.
I mean, you guys don't know, too, when you use fire suppression, you need to clean that off very, very, very quickly, because they're very corrosive, and that is not good for a drift car.
Nope.
And especially in competition, I mean, and it's one of those things that's not ideal. I mean, he was doing pretty solid throughout the whole day.
Yeah, he was.
Thankfully, Chris is there with the Duramax. Go to roll liable, Chris.
And you have that media guy over there. He was also at the Fuel Fest event, and if you saw that viral video of the guy rolling over.
Oh, the S chassis.
Yeah, Harry, and it looks like we have a winner. And it's Pedro Segnini gets the win and moves on. That's unfortunate for Andrew Grindle.
I wonder what happened. That's what I want to know. Like, there, you know, it's usually like a lot of times it's like a fuel issue or some kind of like liquid power steering, you know. And I'm glad people caught it right away. I'm like, people, please speak out when you see a fire, because you might change that could be the difference between something super crazy to the point where it's still savable.
Yeah, I was watching Travis Pastrana, how he drives a lot. He's not into he's more rallycross and stuff, but I watched his recent video about him being in a sprint car.
Yeah,
and he showed a clip of when he flipped his car and he thought he was on fire, but it's just he got knocked out and he just.
So he pulled a Ricky Bobby. Did he pull like, I'm on fire, I'm on fire, you're not on fire?
It was so comic. Travis Pastrana is an absolute legend in motorsports in general, but how he presents the story, it's even funnier. But these guys, they are super resilient drivers.
Exactly.
Drifters are super resilient, and I love watching them. I love supporting them. I tell them they're superheroes in my book as a motorsports driver and a pilot.
You're my superhero.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, that car, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, no. We're going to have the track staff.
Yeah, and that's another thing, too. Make sure the track is clean. I know it's still the outer side, but you still want to double check, making sure the track has been cut. Like maybe something happened earlier. You know, there might be a snail trail somewhere.
Snail trail, huh?
I mean, earlier today too. I mean, honestly, the track staff are on point. We had an oil issue earlier during practice in the beginning of the day, and which obviously, when unfortunately stuff like that happens, it does halt. And especially in practice, where a lot of drivers they didn't get like 2 runs out.
Yeah, yeah, and I was actually with the person I was talking to that's never seen a drift event. Someone blew a motor here, and we had to have the track staff here put a kitty litter and
All right, well, I'm down here, man, coming out with a VQ, making me proud. Pedro, goodness gracious, I'm tired. How are you feeling after that one?
Well, it's honestly great. I mean, the Grindo's a tough one. Grindo's a tough guy. When I got him on seating, I got him here. I lost him on seating, and I was like, Jesus, man. Sorry. I was scared. I'm not going to lie. But I saw he did a mistake on his lead, and I just knew I had to throw it down on my lead. So that was it.
Brother, you threw it down. I've gotten to drive against you. You're a heck of a driver. Always tons of fun. Always bringing the energy. You got some spice in there. I think you said you nitrous the car this time.
Yes, sir, I did. I had to.
Yeah?
I had to.
How's it feeling on the bottle?
It feels good. I mean, I just got the bottle set up right for the first time. So this is the first time I'm actually driving with a consistent nitrous all throughout the track. Because all the day, I had nitrous, I didn't have nitrous. I had nitrous, so we fixed something up, and I have nitrous now, so I'm good to run. I have enough power to do with these guys.
Well, with enough power and those guys, what's your prediction? Where do you think you're going to get today?
Well, you know what I'm hoping for.
I want to hear what you're going to get. Let's have some confidence behind those words.
Oh, my God, man. I don't want to say anything. Knock on wood.
He's trying
I
to
don't
jinx
want to
him.
jinx it. But I'll do good. That's what I'm saying. I'll do my part on the track.
Well, that's what matters, man. Well, we'll see you out there, and hopefully I get another interview with you if you get another win, okay, buddy? Have a good time. You can make a representation for us VQ drivers. We sound like a bunch of trumpets, but we love it.
I mean, if you put good enough exhaust, I mean, I don't know. I mean, realistically speaking, you know, it's all. Oh,
what? Oh God.
Oh wow. Spoke too soon.
Dustin Motor giving the commentators curse there.
Is this a buy run right now we're seeing?
This is a buy run. This is the battle I told you. Justin Sosa. Ryan Kaufman had to bow out. Sosa with that BMW just roaring out there, locking in. Getting a nice little practice lap in.
I mean, honestly, that looked pretty solid. I mean, and here's the thing, too. I know most drivers, they want to compete, but at the end of the day, a win is a win.
Yes,
you know?
win is a win, and he moves on. You get points for the championship. Then you got Nathaniel Jordan and Lee Yearwood.
Speak of the devil.
We're waiting to see what's happening.
Is that what I'm seeing? Is that that purple?
Oh wait, no, this is Vincent.
Okay. Oh no, that's Colette. Never mind.
Oh no, this is Colette. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There's so many BMWs right now.
It's so dark too
and it's
at
so
this
like,
angle.
Yeah. I thought it was the purple car for a second.
It looked like a purple car, but that's Colette Davis. Duarte, I guess he couldn't get his car up. So Colette Davis doing her little parade going through the track.
Beautiful lap. I like how she's still trying to hit all the
She's hitting all the zones.
She's like, I'm gonna make this run worth it.
You know, it will be salt to the wound to Duarte if she says, "Hey, this is all I needed to beat you."
That is wild.
That would be funny. I'm really big with my teammates, and I like to do little jabs.
I like that.
It's great for a competitive nature.
It's honestly pretty healthy having that bit with drivers. We have lots of bits. You know.
And it's great to see that because I know some of the drivers here, like you have John Temple liking to poke fun with Andrew Grendel a little bit, and it's great to see that little friendly little competition. A lot of these guys don't have that that animosity at times. And
It's despite being a very serious competition, a lot of G drivers, in a way, once they're off track, they're all good.
It's
leave
it on the track. You leave it on the track, off track. You enjoy adult beverages if you guys will share those, or sweetened tea, southern tea. If you
I ain't gonna lie. I could use some sweet tea right now. I heard you guys use a lot of sugar down here.
I don't know, actually. I've the
We
only
need-
sweet tea I've
Oh
had
yeah, I'm getting fact checked from the camera.
Yeah, he gives a thumbs up.
I thought you're from the South. You're supposed to tell me.
I am not from the South. I could do a Southern accent sometimes, but I'm from the up north of New Jersey.
Oh man, we got the People's Champion, and
Yes.
obviously we got my favorite RB Power right here. I'm not biased, but you know.
Well, you got the People's Champion.
He did third place, you know, and
Yeah.
I mean, he's locked in.
Yes.
I mean, he's been super consistent, and guys, you guys don't know, but he is maybe the lowest horsepower car here? Question mark, you know.
Yeah, most likely, I think he's probably pushing 200 to 300 horsepower.
We're still debating if that's his daily or not. If this radio is on.
He had a horn in his car, which is.
You're so shocked about that.
Yeah, I'm still awestruck right there. But here we go. Nathaniel Jordan, Lee Yearwood. And initiation is that first outer zone. And it looks like Nathaniel just punts that outer zone zone. Going into outer zone 2, using that left foot brake to pivot that car around into that reference point. Now he's moving into that outer zone 3. Just to pull it out. Now transitioning to the final outer zone. And it looks like the tail light smacked Lee Yearwood's front bumper.
Oh my
as they're
God.
getting door to door to the final inner clip.
That was epic. That was, I mean, rest in peace that taillight, but you know, it's an SN. You can find one, Face Marketplace. I mean, that RB car was on him, you know?
That rear tail light hit Lee Yearwood's front bumper, like, get away from me. That's all I thought about.
Oh, really?
Go away.
But now the thing is though, I just realized that was his lead run, and that was kind of like his trump card really, because he always was the chase in the beginning.
Yes.
And then he was always the later run. So now he really, and I know he understands that too. He really needs to give it all his all right now.
Give it all the beans. Here we go. Lee Yearwood going to that first outer zone. Able to throw that out, going to the outer zone 2.
Oh, wow.
Nice angle. Now it's trying to get to that reference point right there. It does. Man, Nathaniel Jordan is struggling in the cage, getting lost in the smoke, getting gapped. Lee Yearwood is transitioning to outer zone 4 as he is going all the way around a huge smoke show.
I cannot see
Going
anything,
to
but I
the
can hear
final
something.
clip. And with the cooler air out here, you see the smoke staying down, and it's a lot harder to see on the track. You'll see the initiation, but then they come back around. Guys with that light off their tires like Lee Yearwood just did is going to be a huge
I mean, you
problem.
heard those cars. They're really liking that cold temperature right now. And then, I mean, that RB was, brrrah, 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 like, I mean, you know.
It's great.
Oh, it is. And then, I mean, that's a lot of power, you know. And then just being able to control that and then use that right energy in the transition. Obviously, there was a lot of smoke. I genuinely try to see as hard as I can, but I can't lie to you. It was so much smoke out there.
It was all that RB power.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No bias. You know, no bias.
And it looks like RB Power gets the win. Lee Yearwood moves on.
RB Power, baby.
That was a great fight for Nathaniel Jordan. But now we got our next battle coming out here.
And you know what? I know the People's Champion. Oh, dude, he is. Oh, you hear that? That's a happy driver right there.
Oh, yeah. He knows he got the podium and the seating bracket, and he's super amped. But now we have...
Oh, this is all a bonus to him.
Oh, yeah. He's giving little horns, getting excited. But now we have Wellington da Silva. He's going to be in the chase. You have Luis El Gato Lanz. He's going to be in the lead in the Chevy Corvette. Here we go. Lights are getting ready. Here is Luis Lanz doing his first lead lap on the main show bracket. Coming in here with a nice initiation towards that first outer zone. Able to fill it all the way out. Transition to outer zone 2. Using some left foot braking so he can stabilize his car, and now trying to reel himself into that reference point so he can reach out to outer zone 3. Dropping that back bumper on that wall. Now he's transitioning to outer zone 4. Able to fill it all the way out. And now diving into that final inner clip. Da Silva was struggling to keep the proximity alive.
Lewis took off. He took up. I mean, he locked in. As you guys can see right here, he's just, I mean, using all that speed, and that's the issue, guys. If you guys are not on the mark in the very beginning,
yeah,
you know, and unless you got a lot of power,
yeah,
you know, to make quick thinking, it's. I mean, look at that. That car is just dancing on there.
And it's, I love seeing Louis Lantz when he lost the battle. He doesn't put the frustration out off a track. He puts
All
it
right,
on the
I got
track.
Lee here. I'm going to do a quick little interview. Lee, how are you feeling getting 2 of your cars in? You were like, oh, I don't know, we're going to get everybody in, but you guys are both throwing so much smoke. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Kind of blew it in the seat in, but you know. And MV8.
Hold on. I'm sorry, they can't hear you. All right, let's try that again without the cars going by.
All right, cool. So you know, we was we kind of blew it in the seat in, so we know we got to turn it up. So we came back in top 32, and we're bringing the heat. So
Coming in the top 32, putting the boost up, ready to put out some tires, put out some smoke, make it look midnight, and he got lost in the smoke, brother. I don't even know how he committed to everything he did. That was crazy.
yeah, that was my secret weapon, you know.
Smoke screen. Bye. Bye, Felicia. All right, brother. Go ahead and see you on the next one. Hopefully you get another win, brother. I'll see you soon.
RB power!
RB power!
And now we have our second lap. I figured you were gonna do that.
you know. I mean, if the RB won around, I gotta support my favorite motor.
Here we go. Louis Lantz in the chase now.
This is gonna be interesting to watch now. So now that knowing that Louis had a really, really solid run, can he keep it up on the chase?
And when you're gonna see him sink his teeth into a driver, it's gonna give some room. And Louis
Bit
Lantz
of contact right there.
gives himself room. That looks like another. Oh my goodness. Wellington De Silva is struggling to get a good lead lap.
There's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, he's on wires. I don't even know if you see that.
Yeah.
Like he is. I mean, those
Oh,
tires.
yeah.
Those
His
tires are
tires
not.
popped.
Yeah, tires are not happy right now.
He was on.
I mean, right away, you know. Okay, they're pulling up, and then there's that contact with the barrier, which threw Louis off a little bit now,
Yeah.
and then now he has to quickly think about it.
When did he lose that tire? That's where
I
wanna
saw
find
it run towards the very end, physically outside here.
Oh, I think it was. I think it was going to outer zone 4. He lost the tire. He got a little smoke there, but as he's spinning around, you'll see him.
He was throwing sparks, you know,
Yeah.
towards the end, and thank God we have plastic barriers, you
Yeah.
know, not damaging these drift cars and making sure, you know, safety is a big priority here.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a great example of a variable of like, you have no idea. What do you do in a situation like this when a driver makes contact and then is he going to spin out now, or do you want to save your vehicle? Like, there's so many thinking that you do instantly.
I think what his spotter does, he has a great team behind him as spotters and everything. I believe the spotter was watching him, all the drivers getting notes down, and he told, and it's Louis Lantz gets the win and moves on. But like I was saying, his spotter probably told him, hey, be conservative, give him room, because he struggles with this certain zone. And that was probably one of the best calls from his spotter. His team, it's a big family, and they always are willing to give constructive criticism to each other. It's great to see. And now we have Chris Duplessis versus Salvio Silva, the Smoke Daddy. He's going to be in that green.
Two green cars.
Yep. Well, no, that's a highlighter yellow.
I mean, as of right now, it looks green to me.
Don't worry, it's going to blind you as it goes to that first outer zone.
Two powerful V8 cars here.
Yes.
Right? And another S chassis versus Corvette situation, you know?
I told I told Chris that he should send his sponsorship packet to BIC so he could put a BIC sticker in the front.
Yeah.
We started giggling and laughing. And
He cock on too much, huh? You know. Speaking of Chris, he's like creeping in the back right there, just ready to be useful out there.
Chris has every event I've seen him run in U.S. Drift Circuit, and even when he's like having fun runs with the Drift HQ guys, he's always able to put a hand. He's like, hey, do you need help at times if he's not driving? He's a very great great dude to have on your corner, especially in Formula Drift.
Jeff Jones.
Jeff Jones. And Chris, if you hear this, I need to help you get some more rhythm.
you know, Chris, like I said, like, you know, it's a tough job out there, you know.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Chris Duplessis in the lead. Savio Silva in the chase. As we go to that first outer zone, transition to the outer zone 2. Misses outer zone 2, and he's really gripped up, and he's just leading Savio. Much smoke coming from that Corvette. Salvio is just putting as much smoke out there, lighting off those tires like a madman.
You are not lying. He is a smoke machine, you know?
Yeah, man.
But I want to know what happened in the entry right there, because there was a bit of a gap, if I'm honest. And yeah, there you go. And like we talked about earlier, if you're not on the, like, I mean, the second you guys after that chicane, like, you need to be on that, right? And like you said, you have to be committed.
Oh, there it was. So on outer zone 3 with Chris Duplessis, you see in the end right here, you see his wheels go left, almost fully straight. So it looked like he was possibly understeering a little bit. And Salvio just did a good job just being in the back, just chasing them down as best as he can, being conservative. We're going to see Salvio in the lead now.
And that's the thing, too, like, even with these drivers right now, and for the first round, too, as well, like, they're really, really trying to memorize the feel of the track, you know? But, I mean, also, too, these drivers been in the cars all day today in this hot sun. It was like 90 degrees at one point.
Yes.
And there's that fatigue is really starting to settle in now. And that also has played a huge role.
Yeah, they probably had a little break, ate some food, and then now they have the itis. So...
You know, Florida doesn't play with that sun, guys. You know,
So here we go. We're going to have Chris Duplessis in the chase. Savio Silva in the lead. And then the next battle is the final battle of the top 32.
I love hearing all the judges because it's a lot of judge talk.
Yes.
You know, and the best part is you and I, we could just have a good time, you know, in the background, you know?
It's kind of when you're going into like high school and then you have those people that really know the math test and you just sit there and you're giggling and laughing and talking in the back of the class, not even worried about about a Halo game and you got the guys out there just doing Pythagorean theorems and stuff like that.
What's a Pythagorean theorem?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a squared, b squared, c squared.
That you know more than me.
It's a Vine I remember a long time ago. You know.
Like I told all the people, if I knew math, I would have joined the Air Force.
Except you just joined. What military you joined?
I joined the Army.
No, you know what? You'll be surprised. There's a lot of veterans that get into drifting because, you know, after doing something like that, drifting is like a great outlet. You know,
it's the adrenaline, man. You miss the adrenaline when you're in the service and you come out here and you have an adrenaline rush going sideways and
like
going at Mach Jesus, trying to get close to each other.
My favorite story is like, oh yeah, I just cleaned the bathrooms, man. You know, like, I mean, I'm in the military, but I just cleaned all the bathrooms and give out donuts. You know, like.
There's an old meme where I was giggling and laughing. I sent it to my mom when I was coming out of boot camp, and it was a message of what my mom thinks I am in the military, and there's this gung-ho guy in the jungle, and then the second picture is what I actually do in the military, and it's a guy mopping the bathroom.
Yeah. He's like, I came in as the E1, left as the E1.
No. All right, we're gonna head to a quick commercial break. Oh wait, we're gonna wait for the next lap here, and we're gonna get these guys running here. Chris Duplessis and Savio Silva.
I mean, and that's another thing too. Like communication is super important. You know, a lot of things, missing communication is it halts everything.
Yes.
So like, I mean, like I said, thank you for the staff, right? Thank you for the production team. Adam, I know you're listening. You know, thank you, for working really hard.
Adam Ginkel is an absolute legend. Handsome man, hell of a driver. And he's out there, he's being a part of the show. He's working with Outlaw to understand the production side, going to the bull riding events, the rodeos, and this absolutely great honor that he's on board with this.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Salvio Silva in the lead. Christy Justice in the chase. And Salvio coming in with a nice initiation. Going to first out of zone and second out of zone, filling all the way out. And it looks like Christy Plessis is struggling in the chase. Man, Salvio just rubs that back bumper on outer zone 3. Transitions to outer zone 4. Flips that car right there. And then gets back on throttle, lighting off those tires. Missing the final inner clip, though. But he does a fantastic lead run.
You know, the Shift Culture team, like that Corvette right there, he went pretty shallow in, you know, and then, if I'm honest, the whole entire time he was playing pretty shallow right here. Like,
One, two,
oh yeah.
That's 3 tires off on the chase here.
It's like almost like there's something going on, you know, like.
I don't know what's going on. He's a fantastic driver. This Chris Duplessis. Seen him drive on Fuel Fest, absolute shredder. It's definitely something going on. Either with,
I mean, he went all the way out, you know.
But you have Salvio just out there, just having an absolute blast with his car. He does miss outer zone 4, but he does complete a lead lap there.
And that's the thing too. Some drivers prefer being chasers. Some prefer being lead. That's like their strong suits.
Yeah. And it looks like Hunter has gotten the decision here. Salvio Silva gets the win and moves on. Chris Duplessis, man, love you driving, love watching you do what you do.
Love you, Shift Culture.
And we have our final battle coming up here. It's Mitchell Rohr versus Eric the Fireball Noguera.
A lot of really, really interesting names.
So Eric the Fireball Noguera got his nickname at Sebring 2 years ago. In Sebring, there's certain parts of the track that we can spray paint on there, but on actual track surface, they actually have to use flour. So on his qualifying run, he initiates in the first, and it looks like it's going to be a 5-minute call for Mitchell Rohr, but Eric the Fireball Noguera lights off a huge fireball on outer zone 2 and almost singes the eyebrows of the media guy that was on that ball.
Can you imagine that, like, I mean, something like that happening to you? Like,
great balls of fire.
I mean, honestly, you must have a nickname after that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
But it looks like it's going to be a 5-minute call here. We're going to get a quick commercial break here for you guys. Have a word from our sponsors here for US Drift Circuit.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
ECU. The performance, reliability, and power to get to the podium.
Op 7.
Op 7.
Op 7. Op 7.
Redline oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
All right, we have Dustin from Dustin Motors down there.
All right, guys, welcome back to US Drift Circuit here at Leadfoot City. I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, the smoke daddy, Savio Silva. How are you feeling after that win, baby?
It feels good, brother. It definitely feels good.
It feels good. It's so funny. You had all this energy, but like you're like, oh, he jumped. I got all this. Let's go for it. And you're just like, now you're like, oh, zen.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish it would have been a clean battle because I was ready to put it in his door. I've been ready. You know, it's been 2 long days. We threw a motor in on, was it Thursday night? Finished building midday, threw it in Thursday night. Had issues yesterday. Never gave up. We're here. We're just going to take one battle at a time.
Well, that's a big point at your crew and everybody else around you. You're able to go from a motor in the back of your car on your story yesterday, and I'm like, aren't you driving? And he's like, shh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Brother, and the big smile cheesing right now. Keep that smile. I'm going to see you again. I can't wait to do another interview with you, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
Of course, brother. I'll always see you. Back up to you guys.
All right, we got our next drivers coming up here, and it looks like we're going to be moving on to possibly our left side of the top 16 bracket while we're waiting for Mitchell Rohr to get that 5-minute. And now on the top left side of our bracket, we got Hayden Williams and Tyler Hess.
And now this is where it really comes down to it. You know?
This is where the meat and potatoes of the battles are going to see.
You're making me hungry now. ever since you made that Taco Bell reference earlier.
Dong. Man, I already know the comments are going to be like, oh, he looks like he eats a bunch of Taco Bell. I know those comments. It's not like I haven't said it 3 inches away from a mirror, you know. But here we go. We got our next battle coming up here.
You're very fit. You're very strong. That's all muscle.
I'm pleasantly plump, okay?
Nah, that's all muscle, man. That's all. That's all that car people's muscle right there.
If you call dad bod, I'm the XL size of it. Here we go. Tyler Hess is here when Hayden Williams. Oh, no, that looks like Mitchell Rohr got back on. And that's Eric the Fireball Noguera warming up their tires. It's the final battle of our top 32 bracket.
You know, that's another thing, too. Like, these drivers been driving all day, and sometimes tires might be an issue because sometimes you don't bring enough,
yeah,
or you bring a lot, but there's imperfections in those tires. So that's another thing that comes into play too. Like, I mean, drivers are really touchy about their tire pressures, you know, and just making sure, like, and you know it too right away.
Yeah.
Instantly, if there's something really weird going on.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you got Mitchell Rohr in the chase lane, and Eric the Fireball Nogueira in the lead. He used to have a red livery too, and he got a new livery from one of our sponsors here. Wow, Signature Printing.
That's a beautiful color. Got that cyberpunk kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
You like that?
Mm-hmm. Definitely do. I'm a big corpo guy in cyberpunk. Here we go. Coming in here, Eric the Fireball Nogueira initiating trying to light off those tires, getting
oh wow,
all that zone, getting out of zone 2. Now there goes the smoke show from Fireball. All the way out.
Whoa!
Oh! Giving him a little love tap, but Eric Nogueira is unfazed from that tap as he is going to that final ender clip. Oh
wow! Wow.
Isn't there a thing called rubbing is racing? I believe that's the saying here, but look at this run here.
I mean, right away you can see that, hey, he's trying to make up for that entry right there. I mean, he was pretty consistent right here.
Yes. And then going into outer zone 3, beautiful. And then going into...
And then right there.
That contact, but Eric was unfazed there.
Mm-hmm.
And then going to that final ender clip. Great job from Eric Nogueira. Here we go. We're going to have them switch sides.
I mean, you just like seeing it right there. I mean, you're going to see a lot of door-to-door action. I mean, even right there, like...
It's absolutely maniacal how these guys drive. Here comes Mitchell Rohr, initiating the free zone. He's to throw it out. Eric is giving him a little bit of room. Oh, Mitchell looks like possible tire drop on outer zone 2. But Eric is massaging that steering wheel so he can get right to the as he is backfiring, going into outer zone 4. And my goodness, beautiful lead run from Mitchell Rohr.
Wow.
As Eric is keeping that close proximity the whole way.
That's a hell of a lead run.
I mean, look at that right there. Like,
yes.
little tap right there.
Yeah. And then going into outer zone 3, great fill out. Eric is doing a great job applying that left foot brake so he could keep that proximity. He was a little bit late on that transition, but able to reel him back in. And going into that final inner clip.
We're just waiting for that results of the drivers here.
Judges are discussing the battle, and I think they have come to the decision.
Who is it gonna be?
The decision has been made. Eric the Fireball Nogueira gets the win. Great job from both of these drivers. Now we're at our top 16. We got Aiden Williams and Tyler Hess.
I mean, just seeing that, like, I mean, really close, right? And not only that too, like, when you're making sure you have a really solid run, solid chase run, right? And then, I mean, he was like really consistent, you know, and we keep bringing up all the time, but that's the name of the game here.
Here you go. We got Tyler Hess in the lead and Hayden Williams in the chase. Tyler Hess coming in with a nice 15 on the first out of zone. Hayden Williams backs off a little bit. Tyler Hess is able to hit outer zone 2. Huge smoke coming from Hayden Williams with his rear tires. Tyler Hess misses out on 3. Where did Hayden Williams go? Looking like he went fully off track. But Tyler Hess is getting there to the final inner clip.
That was a DNF on the red car. He went 4 tires. 5 off.
Here we go.
I mean, like I said, like it's coming down to it. That KAT Ray, he is trying his best to keep up, but I mean, you're seeing it right here. I mean, he was
all right, I'm gonna jump in real quick. I'm here with Eric, the Fireball Nogueira, carrying it over from another season. How are you feeling, buddy?
Feeling good, feeling good. Just trying to get the momentum from last season to this season. Happy to be here and hope the night would take all the way to the finish podium.
Awesome, man. New livery, new stuff, a lot of changes with the car. What are you most excited about this season?
The car is a completely new car. Thanks to FLYDAY, wow, Jackson, everybody helping, putting together, all my sponsors. We're just trying to get the best car out here and compete with these guys.
Well, you're going to do it, brother, and I hope to have another interview with you, okay? See you soon. Back up to you guys.
I love watching Eric drive. I tell him he drives. Every driver has their own unique style, and how he drives is more of like a samba style. And it's back to his culture. He has nice rhythm when he's driving. But here we go. We have our second half of this battle. Hayden Williams in the lead.
He really needs to put a solid lap here.
Yes, he does. Hayden Williams coming out here, coming out with a nice initiation, lighting off his tires in the middle of that first outer zone. A huge correction from Hayden Williams on outer zone 2. And it looks like he has one tire off on that top of that. In the third outer zone, able to touch it with his rear tires transitioning to outer zone 4. Oh! Looks like he almost parks it on outer zone 4. As Hayden Williams is flying off the track.
Obviously, right, there's a lot of talk about here, and I wonder if he's still having some kind of clutch issue still, right? And, I mean, he made a very similar path, you know, like with his chase run.
Yeah.
And he's got something going right here, and then right around here.
Yeah, he got checked up so hard.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot, lot going on right now, and
it looks like we have a decision from the judges here. And Tyler Hess gets the win and moves on. Great job, Tyler Hess.
The Taco Bell car.
Taco Bell. Next, you have Tom Merman versus Vincent Toledo. They're warming up their tires.
Yeah.
Scrubbing them up.
I mean, he did a great job. You know, I mean, with all the troubles he had earlier.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, but end of the day too, you know, like it's still competition, and you need to have your A game lock in at all times until you hit that podium. Judges confirm your official winner of round 1, but
okay, it looks like we're gonna get a quick little interview with our driver. Dustin, what do you got down there?
All right. Tyler Hess, how are you feeling after that one, brother?
I'm feeling better.
Feeling better is right, man. You've been having some trials and tribulations. You've been going through it, but you also been putting down some of the best runs in practice and seating we've all seen. And, I mean, now you're putting it together, and you just got through the bracket a little bit. How you feeling about it?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Like I said, I started out the day having some issues and was kind of beating myself up, realized I needed to kind of get my head in a better space, so we took the time to do that, and I'm having a much better night.
Dude, you look like it, man. Well, hopefully we're going to go ahead and get some other interviews with you if you keep moving on. Car's looking good this season, man. I mean, you're coming out swinging for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We're trying.
Hey, you're not trying, you're doing right now, so let's keep doing it. No worries. Back up to you guys.
Tyler S.
I like that. He has a very positive mentality here,
Yeah,
and that's
he
what
does.
a lot of these drivers share, you know, and it is a lot of, you know, it's just a lot of
Yes.
stress.
There you go, Vincent into the lead, and it looks like a. What happened there? Vincent just slowed down and then lit off his tires. Going to outer zone 3, then outer zone 4. Oh! Thomas getting super close to those tires.
There's a lot of talk about in that run right there. That was, I almost thought that we're gonna run that for at first, you know, because it was a really kind of a slow approach to it.
Yeah, he just slowed down going to that first outer zone. I have no clue what happened there.
And then he crossed the line. I mean, both drivers crossed the line a bit here.
This is where it comes into effect if that's going to be a 0. Man.
I mean, right there. I mean, he got really close. I don't know. Hopefully, he didn't hit the wall or anything, you know. But I mean, I want to know what happened in the entry. That's the biggest thing.
We have
giant semi just driving by. It's kind of amazing how there are some crazy rigs out here, but that's how serious Pro-Am is, you know?
Yeah, in South Florida, it gets really serious with these drivers. They invest so much time and money into their cars as well as their rigs.
I don't know what his trailer looks like. Also, I don't think he has a trailer like that.
We're going to see our second half of this battle here.
This one's going to be interesting here, you know? And
yeah, we'll see what happens here. Tom pretty sure he knows he needs to get a good lead lap, a complete lead lap.
I believe we're just making sure safety crew and everything is all good. Oh, there was a bumper. There you go. There's a bumper out.
Oh, yeah.
That popped out. Guys in the crazy carts out there. Interesting mode of transportation, you know, picking up bumpers.
Yeah, Ryan.
Oh
Coffin.
wow, that's a whole Corvette bumper just out.
Yeah.
And it's fiberglass, right? You know.
Mm-hmm. Is that the? Yep, it's the Corvette bumper there.
I mean, what other car do you know with a wide bumper like that?
Hey, they're just starting.
Here we go. We got the lights. They're about to extinguish. Tom Merman coming in here with a nice initiation. And a huge angle from the chase driver that makes him fall behind. Tom Merman is able to get to outer zone 2. Outer zone 4. And our chase driver, Vincente, is struggling right there to match angle and mirror Tom Merman.
I don't know. There's got to be. I feel like there's something wrong with that BMW. There's something going on, you know, where he saw him. Right here, pretty solid, but then,
you know
what I'm saying? And then he.
3 tires off, too. So
hate to see it, you know, it's just.
It's unfortunate to see technicalities like that, but it's a competition. It's a judge motorsport, and they are briefed about it in the drivers' meeting before.
2 drivers' meeting, actually.
2 drivers' meetings.
2 drivers' meeting, actually.
And Tom Merman gets the win and moves on. Great job.
Congratulations, congratulations.
Next battle will be Sasha Prospero versus John Temple.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
2 S chassis. John Temple is locked in, ready to rock.
Oh, you see, saw that little.
Got another run. You're gonna have to talk to us later.
Here we go.
Oh, you feel that breeze?
Yes.
Ooh. That's how you know the good run's coming,
yes.
You know? Who do you like more?
I can't say that.
I knew you were going to say that. They're like listening in.
You're self-incriminating me.
Maybe they want to know. You probably have a lot of favorites in your roster. You have drivers that you know.
All the drivers are my favorites.
Ah.
Just because they have a nickname doesn't mean they're my favorite. That's just what's happened on the track. It's a fact.
So if I catch on fire on my drift car, do I get a cool nickname?
Yeah, I'll call you Johnny Storm. Here we go. Sasha Prospero in the lead. John Temple in the chase. Sasha Prospero getting right to that first outer zone. John Temple needs to reel him in. Get the proximity with the Game Team Motorsports chassis. And here comes Sasha Prospero being consistent. Here comes the smoke show from John Temple as they're transitioning to outer zone 4. Beautiful transition and beautiful fill out from out.
Oh, no!
Yeah, so John kind of like fell out of it right there.
Man.
I mean, it was like to the very end.
Yep. You see Sasha, he's sawing at the wheel a little bit, but able to get himself back together and being super consistent. And John Temple is just trying to keep up the proximity, transition, beautiful fill out, and
then something happened right there towards the very end here.
Maybe it just, man, I don't know what happened with him. But you see Sasha Prospero doing a great job.
Alrighty, Tom, how are you feeling after that one, buddy? You're shedding some pounds, it looks like.
Yeah, it's feeling great, man. Last year we had a bunch of issues, and we're finally doing something. It feels good.
Awesome, man. Well, I mean, the car's looking great. You've done really well this season. You've been traveling all over the country, and you just flew in from an expo last night.
Yeah, I landed at 5:30 this morning. I took a red-eye from Vegas. So it's been a long, long day, a long week. I was there since last Sunday, so.
Goodness, man, doesn't sleep. I understand the feeling, but it's working out. You moving on again. You kick out your teammate. Now you're kicking this guy out. Who's next?
I don't know, but we'll figure it out, and we're going to go.
I love the energy, man. I'll see you out there. You're absolutely killing it, brother.
Thank you.
Back to you guys up there, Tiny.
When was the last time you had a good hours of sleep? The military?
I think before the military. Here we go. John Temple coming out here in the lead. Let's see how his lead run goes. My goodness. Sasha Prospero goes 4 tires off.
What happened?
John Temple needs to get a complete lap here. This is a huge upset. John Temple needs to go through, and they are just fighting at it tooth and nail. John Temple locking into angle and going all the way through, hitting that final inner flip.
We need to see that red line replay right there.
What in the world? And there you got the...
He just scooted all the way out.
Oh, he went too hot. He went too hot in the chase. Going back here, you're going to see it. Sasha trying to mirror it, and he gets too hot, and he doesn't follow the lead. So if you notice on the Sasha, if we go back on that replay and that initiation, compared to John Temple was a little further away from that wall.
Yeah.
Sasha was riding that wall, and that's when he realized, oh, I'm getting too deep in the pocket, and he's trying to get that proximity. Now he is trying to fight back into it.
Exactly. And then don't forget those tire wear. We have no idea what those conditions those tires are at, so you can't always rely on it late in the game here because you just don't have the grip as much to pull you out of that. And then,
look, right here. Oh.
I already know he's doing his best to try to put that car back in, but he did cross that line. And
I'm pretty sure he's yelling profanities after he hits that. He went off track on that first outer zone.
I mean, I mean, he was really, really consistent here, right? And I mean, kind of shows you that both drivers had like a, good run, bad run.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We're gonna see.
That was surprising, though.
Yes, it was. I think it's going to go down to lead versus lead. And Sasha Ironsides Prospero gets the win and moves on.
You see, I love the sportsmanship between each other. You can see, and then I love that. That's great, in drifting. We all love a good camaraderie of community here as drivers.
Oh, yeah. We have our next battle here. It's Harry Spencer versus Colette Davis. Colette Davis is going to be in the chase lane. This is our ending of the first half of our top 16 battles. On the left side of the bracket, Colette Davis in that BMW. We're getting her ready.
She just got that car built. When she was in Japan earlier, right?
Yeah.
And then, she was telling us that her whole team worked really hard to get that car put back together.
Here we go. Colette Davis in the chase. And going into that first outer zone.
Whoa!
Falls out of the track. He is trying to get to outer zone 2. Harry Spencer was struggling in the beginning part of this. Colette Davis is trying to get that proximity dialed in, but I don't know if she is trusting the lead right here. as they're trying to get to that final inner clip, but Colette Davis gives them some room so she could continue on.
I mean, right there was, like you said, just like the previous runs from the other drivers, they were coming in too hot.
Yeah.
And also too, because like, you know, the weather is a little bit cooler, right? You know, like it's one of those things too, like you always need to be aware of the environmental changes as well. You know, it's still small details, but
yeah, it's very, very unfortunate for him because it looks like 3 tires off right off the rip. So that's definitely, if that is the case, it's going to be a 0 for his lead lap.
Colette did make the right move here and keeping it pretty conservative after seeing what happened right there. And because that will give her the advantage when she does her lead now. But that's another thing too. Now the S chassis, he doesn't have that advantage anymore of having that. And I think that's, you'd rather have a chase run first, then a lead run. But if you have a lead run, you have to be on point on
Yes, for sure. And here we have Colette Davis in the lead, Harry Spencer in the chase.
Bumper still flying out.
Just dragging. Here we go.
Oh!
And over rotates and spins out of track. Here's Colette Davis. Man, she's a straight gangster. She got bumped and she's still fighting through. And rubbing that back bumper on the outer zone 3. Colette Davis just going out here, just straight shredding all the way through that final outer zone and final inner clip.
Wow. I don't know if you noticed, something like, there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if her car got damaged or anything like that.
I think
but
that was her bumper on the wall. We'll see at the initiation and a huge contact. And she was, it looked like she was on throttle and she was just fighting through it. Nice initiation. Oh man, he was coming in too hot. It looks like, as Colette Davis is coming through and then transitioning into outer zone 2, able to fill it out. And then going all the way through.
I know, like, once again, the purple car was having some slave cylinder issues, you know, earlier in the pits before, you know, the second half of today. So hopefully, you know, I mean, doing his best out there.
And it looks like the decision has been made. Colette Davis gets the win.
Congratulations.
Man, I saw that pink glove from all the way over here, and it's pitch black out here.
That's how I know it's her car, before they put the Fitment livery on it. You know, it's just like, is that her car? Because I still remember it from West Palm, and while we were there, it was a totally different color.
Yes. Now we have Christian, the Heartbreak Kid Catrone versus Bill Stanger. And Bill he's been out there just showing what he's worth. He knows.
He had a really good run.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, so he knows that all he has to do now is be consistent, don't make any mistakes, and just do what he's got to do. I mean, easier said than done, obviously.
Yes, and it looks like this is going to be more of a story of Young Buck versus...
I like how he's still like in the burnout. He's just still, he's like, I gotta make sure.
Christian Catrone out here. Let's see how he performs. He's locked in. It was so funny. Bill Stinger's just watching him do his scrubbing his tires. Probably an intimidation factor, maybe. Just trying to grill him through his visor. But here we go. Bill Stinger and Christian Catrone coming in with a nice finish. Oh, that looks like a bent tire rod right there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. I think Bill was trying to get super aggressive.
Oh, did you see that on the Corvette? Look at the wheel. Look at the wheel.
Yeah, he hits it really hard.
And then,
boom, and then you see it.
It's dancing.
Yeah.
It's. I'm surprised he's moving right now. Oh, wow. That is just, I mean.
So this is where, in drifting, the judges are gonna deem who's at fault. Now, we were talking about a 5-minute timeout that these drivers can do, but with a competition, with a collision, there'll be a 10-minute timeout if someone's at fault, for the person that's not at fault. So we're gonna see what the judges deem this.
I mean, also thing too is like, that's what we could see out there. We had no idea what damage happened after the collision, because that could have destroyed a rack. You never know.
Yeah, it just looked like he hit that wheel.
You must understand. I mean, how fast these guys are driving, it's got to be more than 50 miles an hour, and then all that inertia is just boom.
Man, that was...
The entry is really interesting, though, because as you can see right there, and then, I mean, we'll see what the judges say, obviously.
I don't know. I think where the judges are going to look at is to see if he was on throttle.
We have the safety people out there as well right now. Shout out, he's wearing the red suit just like me.
Bill Stanger, this
honestly, even Sasha.
limping off.
I wonder if he has any damage as well.
And he's checking right now. He's checking his wheel. You see him wiggling it.
Little wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like the judges have deemed the decision that is the fault of Bill Stinger. So if Bill Stinger if he needs to touch his car to fix it, he gets a 5-minute timeout. And if he can't repair it after the 5 minutes, he's going to be DNF'd. And Christian Catrone has 10 minutes to repair that car. Now, if you've never seen a drift event and you're out here, this is probably one of the coolest things to experience and watch. I know at Formula Drift, when there's ever a 10-minute call, I love going to the pits and seeing the teamwork that these guys are doing and just wrenching and trying. You have to. Blood, sweat, and tears. And then they have a 10-minute time clock there, too. So while we're having this 10-minute break real quick, we're going to go straight to commercials and a word from our sponsors. I hope you guys are enjoying the show.
10 minutes goes
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack. That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built into every Bethesda UHP Max tire goes from Podium
Water performance
to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda tires are designed for your journey.
Link is the engine management solution for champions the world over. We know what it takes to win. Pushing boundaries, performing under pressure, and having the best people on your team. Our tech support are performance specialists, available 24 hours and ready to talk one-on-one about your winning formula. Link ECU, the performance, reliability, and power to get to the podium.
Op 7.
Op 7.
Op 7. Op 7.
Redline oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack. That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built it in every. Because the UHP Max tire goes from podium
What a performance.
to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda Tires are designed for your journey.
Link is the engine management solution for champions the world over. We know what it takes to win. Pushing boundaries, performing under pressure, and having the best people on your team. Our tech support are performance specialists.
So it's cool to see how a lot of people would be like, hey, what can we do the cheapest?
Available 24 hours and ready to talk one-on-one about your winning formula. Link ECU, the performance, reliability, and power to get to the podium.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win?
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Op 7.
Op 7.
Op 7. Op 7.
I love you, Justin. Justin. It's a fatigue.
It was. I think it was a way. There was a way that you could option the car out without going
Hey, you know what? He mentioned Taco Bell. I can't stop.
I have in the chase lane, number 27, Justin Sosa. And in the lead lane, I have
All right.
number 12, Pedro.
Okay, we are back, ready for the action. We got Christian Catrone that got carted off on the flatbed. He has that 10-minute, but we're going to see the rest of these battles. We got Pedro Sanguini and Justin Sosa. They're in the top 16 battles here at Leadfoot City, brought to you by Redline Synthetic Audio. Here at the US Drift Circuit Pro-Am Series.
All right, here we go.
And it looks like that first out of the zone. Does a great job. Justin Sosa is trying to reel in that pocket as Pedro Sanguini is going into that reference point right there so he could go off the top of the trying to reel him in. And a huge angle. Oh! That's going to be a questionable part of this track and this layout on this lap. The judge is going to look to see if he actually straightened out completely. We're gonna
I don't know if it's just me, but you know that BMW sounds really interesting. You know, like kind of sounds a little weird, don't you think?
A lot of things sound weird in life, but I could definitely see what you're saying when we're talking about the BMW here. But no, he looks like he was counter steering. He was counter steering going to outer zone 4. I think he was at low angle going all the way through. It looked like a huge correction from Pedro Sanguini. So that's going to be a deduction. That's not going to be a 0 from what I'm seeing. But we got Pedro in the chase. Justin Sosa in the lead. And here we go. Lights are extinguished. Justin is going to come in here. Lights off the tires on the first out of zone. Pedro is trying to reel him in.
Oh,
but it looks
wow,
like he's
look at
getting
that.
sent to Gapplebee's a little bit. But now, here comes Pedro. Fighting to get that close proximity to the door of Justin Sosa. And here we are in the final part of the track. And Justin Sosa was able to complete the lap.
Well, that was beautiful.
He did miss the final inner clip, though. We do see him light off the tires, get real feisty. Transitioning to outer zone 2. He was flirting with outer zone 2.
And, you know, I know that clipping point a little bit far away from that reference point right there.
Yeah. He was able to hit outer zone 3, which is something that a lot of people were struggling today during practice. But able to get to outer zone 4, and the Pedro is able to reel him in.
Pedro's been doing a really good job. Like, I think he's been really consistent right here.
Yeah, I've been able to commentate Pedro previously at the Orlando Kart Center for a Monster Bash from Drifts HQ. And he was a shredder, and he wasn't on nitrous then. And he was able to compete and be as vicious as he could with the other guys that were hooked up cars, high horsepower. But we're going to see the judge's decision here.
Huge discussion right now with the judges.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out lead versus lead, chase versus chase.
He was definitely using that nitrous bottle.
Oh yeah, that thing was hooked up. And it looks like judges have come to a decision. We're waiting for Hunter. Pedro Sanguini gets the win and moves on. Great job from Pedro.
I know he's super excited right now.
Oh, yes.
I already know what he's going to say when he goes up to.
And now we have our next battle. You have Lee Yearwood in the chase and Louis Lantz in the
RB Power.
lead. RB Power. out here.
RB Power.
You're going to see his true test.
Yeah, RB versus Alice. I love the no bumper on the Z. Just, you know.
Yeah, he lost it. And on the outer zone, I think it was 4.
Yeah, I mean,
earlier.
it matches with his front bar. He gets to show off the bash bar.
Show off the bash bar, huh? Here we go. Louis Lantz and Lee Yearwood. Whoop. I think I just saw a drone almost go mock Jesus into Dustin Motors.
He'll have an interview later.
It's going to be like Trevor Bauer when he cut his finger messing with a drone.
Oh.
And he pitched that, that following day.
I guarantee you're going to be getting an interview in just a minute here.
Here we go. Louis Lantz in the lead. Lee Yearwood in the chase. The winner moves on to the grade 8. Louis Lantz coming in with a nice flex into the first outer zone.
Oh, here we go.
Transitioning into outer zone 2. And it looks like he is ripped up as he's going to outer zone 2. And Lewis Lance with that Corvette is his car. And he's going to outer zone 3 and then transition to outer zone 4. Great job from Lewis Lance. A little bit of flirting with that outer zone and gets that inner clip.
Well, we didn't record it because it wasn't even in the beginning, but I did get kind of see the end here.
That was a lot of going on right there.
We're going to see if we got some of that drone replay here. We're going to have Lewis Lance coming in on the second half of the lap.
All right, I got Pedro here, and holy cow, did you just sit and forget and throw smoke all over the place? How are you feeling, buddy?
Better now. This car is a good car. It's a great car.
Dude, VQ, go Burr.
VQ, trumpet all the way.
Dude, you got a whole trombone orchestra, but you got fans out here loving the pink car, absolutely sending it, smashing out some really big competitors out here, and you're just coming all the way from OSW, you know, not even that far.
Yeah, OSW, first thing, now I'm here. Let's win this shit.
Hell yeah, man. Well, let's go ahead and see another interview. Go ahead and try to win that. On to you guys.
All right, we got our second half of the battle. Lewis Lance in the chase. Lee Yearwood in the lead. Lee Yearwood coming out here.
Here we go.
RB Power wins that first out of his zone, mixing it. And now Lewis Lance is going to try to dive in and get a good proximity on that zone too. Massaging that front tires so he can get to that proximity. Does a great job to stand up and breaking that proximity as he is transitioning to outer zone 4. Great lighting off of the tires from Lee Yearwood, and Lewis Lance is able to be right there on. Man, Lewis is doing a great job.
That was a hell of a lead run. Lewis's lead was just slightly better because he got one.
Yeah, you hear that RB power?
Yeah, the RB power.
The RB power. But I mean, great initiation from both drivers, right? I mean, it's super solid. Like, they are definitely battling for sure right now. And then, you know, both of them touched the line a little bit, you know? But I mean, they were powering through it. I mean, huge smoke machines out here.
Yeah, and we're looking at how Lewis is very consistent with the proximity, and he is not surging as hard as Lee Yearwood was in the first half of the battle. You do see Lee missing that first outer zone. That's going to be a crucial point where the judge is going to talk about. Lewis Lance was able to hit that first outer zone and hit it completely, but Lee Yearwood out there just smoking out Lewis Lance as he is transitioning, and Lewis is just composed right there.
I mean, like I said, keep it conservative. Chase, your whole goal is to make sure you follow that lead driver, right? And then if the lead makes a mistake, you obviously try to compensate for that, right? And that's the whole point about being a chaser.
It really does come down to like hour one.
I mean, that was a great run.
That was a great run from Lee. Nappy Boy Automotive representing out here.
I like how they're really close to each other.
Well, you have a right-hand side drive car on the right, and then Lewis is on the left-hand side drive.
Oh, they can probably hold hands mid-drift.
Sure. Maybe. I don't think that's safe, though. I don't think it's OSHA.
No. I mean, I could get certified later if you want. That's probably an online course. I mean, it was great. I mean, that RB, man. RB power, bro.
All right, here we go. We got a decision here. And it looks like Lewis Lance gets the win and moves on. And there it is. Hey. And he's holding hands. And that's not OSHA, Lewis. Here we go.
I love that. The sportsmanship is what's all about here. And, you know, being able to see the driver's Oh, yeah. I mean, what you guys saw there is a huge respect right there.
Yes, huge respect.
It's like you know when the animals do rituals, you know, and stuff like that. It's like a drifting ritual. You know, it's not documented legally, but.
Man, what? Rituals, huh? I haven't seen National Geographic in a long time, but...
You want to film one?
No, I'm good. Here we go. We got Eric Noguera in the lead. Savio Silva in the chase. Eric Noguera coming out here, coming out the first outer zone. Salvio Silva knows how Eric fights. And oh, there's a correction to the chase, but he's able to get back into the pocket. Salvio Silva. Eric Nogueira doing a great job going out of zone 3. Huge transition going to outer zone 4. Salvio goes forward in the pocket, and now he's going to try to dive in to that final inner clip.
I feel like we all could see that, like, coming in, they were really, really solid. Honestly, they're pretty much in sync with each other, you know? And then coming up, right after this, you know, the reference points right here.
Oh, man. And he was right there.
Right. And then right there, right? And then that's...
Yeah, he didn't give him as much... Like on that transition, if he gave him a little bit room so he could, he's comfortable, so he could dive right back in. You gotta... He wants to be aggressive, but I think he might have been a little too aggressive on that final transition, which is something that the judges might look at. But Eric Nogueira did a great job in the lead, filling out each zone. So the lead is very important. It gives him the chaseable run. Now you have Salvio Silva in the lead, Eric Nogueira in the chase. Let's see, Salvio, the Smoke Daddy, versus Eric, the Fireball. And Salvio just initiates that smoke screen right off the rip, screaming all the way through.
Oh, no!
Oh, my goodness. It looks like a shutdown from Eric Nogueira.
He just needs to hold this lead right here.
Salvio is going right to the 4th outer zone. And that is a huge
what happened?
upset.
We need to see that red line replay right now.
Man. It's kind of like one of those moments you're excited to get that chalky milk from the fridge and then you stub your toe.
And you dropped the chalky milk.
No, you didn't even get to the fridge for the chalky milk. It's funny because you can relate to it. You probably had that moment where you were probably just saying profanities to yourself, wondering why that coffee table is there. And Eric Nogueira going into the top of that keyhole, looks like he shut straight down and he needs to fire back up to come out here. We're going to see that replay there. And, oh, man. Left is Salvio, right is Eric Nogueira. And it looks like
that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
And Salvio Silva gets the win.
Congratulations.
Like that analogy?
I love that. I was actually going to refer to, I'm more of a, I like to drink 100% milk and 2% milk at the same time, so I get 102% milk.
Okay.
Get the best of both worlds.
I usually pour my milk before pouring my cereal.
Oh, you do that?
I'm seeing if Paul is going to look at me and discuss.
That's a real debate. A lot of people judge you depending on if you put milk first or cereal first.
Yeah, you just wake up one morning and choose violence.
I mean, some people miss breakfast, I'll be honest with you.
That is true. Here we go. We got our next battle coming up here.
I mean, this track is so full of rubber right now.
Yeah, and this track is awesome. It's a cool track to be experiencing. Not that many venues have multiple different kind of disciplines on track. You have OSW that has the drag racing, you have the oval, you have the skid pad, and also the motocross in Florida. And now this track here, you have a lot of cool avenues. It looks like Christian Catrone is going back to the line.
All right. Here with the man, the myth, the smoke daddy, Salvio, coming in hot again. How are you feeling, buddy?
Amazing, brother. Amazing.
It's so funny. You're out there driving so aggressive, and then I get into the car, and it's like Zen music playing. You got rain in there. Are you going to sleep?
I'm just concentrated, focused.
Brother, will you stay focused? Go kill it. I can't wait to see that focus, make something happen. Absolutely, brother. Thanks for stopping with me.
I love how Dustin is like, hey, how you feel? And the drivers be like, so, yeah. It's like Shaq. You're just like, hey, man, I'm just glad to be here. And that's the thing, too. Drivers are really locked in right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're more locked in than a kid playing Xbox 360, Halo 2,
Yeah.
People are like, what's Halo 2?
Let's put it this way, more locked in than a beagle going on and hunt. That's my countryside coming out.
Is it really? Started leaking out a little bit. It's getting late. But that's the thing, too. It's like these drivers, man, you gotta, I mean, there's the the driver focus is so locked in right now. And
yes.
I mean, we have the MC lock-in focus right now.
Oh, yeah.
You're still wearing your sunshades, I just realized.
Yes, I am. It's,
Must be a Florida thing. You know?
Yeah, it's. I'm trying to live up to that song. Sunglasses at night. I'm misinterpreting the lyrics.
I'm actually supporting the Leadfoot one. You know, they got their, you can just hand it out to people and everything.
Oh, you look bougie.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Bad and bougie. Good song too.
You know. Actually, speaking of that, it's pretty quiet. The DJ, I don't think he was playing music for all.
Oh yeah, no, we try to cut out the music for copyrights wise for the YouTube channel and the YouTube stream.
You want me to sing my own song? I'll give it free rights, real free.
Okay. Is it RB Power?
Oh, that's the second album.
Okay.
I haven't released that yet. Follow me on SoundCloud rapper.
Listen to my mixtape on MySpace.
I'm a TikToker, so all TikTokers releases music. You know, it's like the thing going on right now. So
yeah, I TikTok as well.
You guys release music?
I don't release music. I release dance videos at times.
Ooh, you got some moves?
Like Jagger.
I don't think a lot of people know what that is anymore. No.
They know the song though.
Oh yeah. People are like, oh my god, I recognize that song from TikTok.
Oh my goodness.
It's like the Fortnite. He's for Fortnite.
Why are you playing that game from? Oh, okay. So it looks like that driver's brake lights are out, and they're trying to figure out what to do with the brake lights here. And it looks like there's a.
I mean, that's another thing that people don't know about. You need to have operating lights.
Yes.
You know, because then the judges could see if you're braking or not, right? And people don't know, like in FD, you have the little bar light on top, right? So make sure no one's cheating and make sure everyone's following the rules.
Yes. And that is, who is that?
Is that the Corvette with the bumper loose? The bumper gone? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
pitch
Tom
black
Merman.
back there.
And Tyler Hess. All right, we have our next battle coming up. It's that battle where we saw that collision. Christian Control.
Oh, wow. Look at that. He is ready to go.
He's back at it.
I mean, people don't understand. 10 minutes goes by quick. I mean, you can't brush my teeth in 10 minutes. You know, it's a long time. You know, I mean, I feel like as you get older, like 10 minutes becomes like the new 2 minutes, you know?
That is true.
You lose 10 mil down, and then next thing you know, it's like a 2.5 day job.
It's usually like when I get out of bed and I hear all the cracks from my old age, and it takes 10 minutes to get out of bed, and I think it's minutes. I think I'm.
Yeah, put a scan tool on you and seeing what check engine lights you have for today.
I just figure out if I sound like bubble wrap or if I sound like PVC breaking.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
I think you have to go to a doctor for that one.
Yeah.
So I have a degree.
Well, usually in the military, they just tell you to change your socks and drink water, but that's what I tend to do. Here we go. We got Christian Control. He's going to be doing a buy run here because Bill was unable to fix his car. And Christian's out there letting them know that he can still fight after that collision he had.
Yeah. I mean, those front wheels are twitchy. You know?
Oh, yeah. Talking about resilience. Christian, the Heartbreak Kid Control out here.
And I just noticed too, because he doesn't have a front bumper, you see he has a Wisefab kit. And then the issues with aftermarket kits is that, you know, if you don't bring spares, you just can't go to AutoZone and you know, just replace those parts. So it's super crucial that you always keep spare parts with you, which you think is common, but sometimes some drivers, you know, they just got to do what they got to do.
Yeah, and luckily Wisefab is one of the sponsors for US Drift Circuit, so that's fantastic to see. These guys are supporting that brand. And you're seeing that drone replay of Christian Control's buy and run. And now we're going to see our next battle.
I believe that's his second buy run.
I believe so, too. But we have a...
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
The left side of our grade 8 battle, you have Sasha Prospero versus Colette Davis.
I had
Oh. Man, this is
You feeling it?
Oh man, yeah. This one right here is gonna be spicy.
If you try to sell this on eBay or some shit like that, we're gonna come.
I mean, seeing two really high capable cars here, right? And
with talented drivers being.
oh, exactly.
Colette Davis gets locked in.
Shout out Fed Ministries.
Here we go. Sasha, the Ironside Prospero, in the lead. Colette Davis almost impedes him in the chase, but able to get out of the way. And here she comes to try to slide into that pocket as Sasha Prospero is able to fill out that first out of the second out. Colette Davis is a little far back in the pocket, getting smoked out a little bit, now diving in and getting right close to that proximity, that door of Sasha Prospero.
Wow.
Great job from Colette Davis.
That was a really great run.
I would love to see more angle from Colette Davis in the chase, but if you saw on the run up, she did have to swerve out a little bit, but here we go. She's matching angle, and then now she has to try to surge, so she has to shallow up angle so she could get that proximity. Sasha is just gripped up and just
He's locked in.
sending
He
it.
is locked in right here.
And then transitioning to outer zone 4, she was able to dive into that pocket, but we're going to see what happens here on the second half of this battle.
I mean, look at all that smoke, man.
Yeah.
You know how many lives are probably losing right now from breathing all this stuff?
Lives?
Or years?
Oh, years. Okay. Yeah, years. I can't really think about that right now because Sasha Prospero is about to score Colette Davis right off the initiation. And now Colette Davis is able to fill out outer zone 2, and now she's using the reference point to get to outer zone 3. As we're transitioning into outer zone 4, she is doing a great job using all of the tracks. So she can get to outer zone 4 and then getting into the final underclip. That was a great lead run from Colette Davis.
There was a lot to see here. I mean, even right away, coming into entry, you know, what I like about both drivers, they're on it in entry. They all try to get on it, right? And Sasha touches a little bit on the outside. But right here, she just slingshots all the way up there. You see Sasha coming right in there.
She was having so much speed.
Oh, yeah.
Going out of outer zone 3 and then transitioning to outer zone 4. She was able to slow up. Man, that car is fast.
Oh, 100%. I mean, just seeing right there, boom, and then just, I mean, Sasha really had to put it a little bit shallow to try to keep up a little bit right there, and then just, but I mean, we'll see what the judges say.
Let's see.
And she had distance on him the whole lead run.
Looks like a one more time for these two competitors out here.
Her lead run was fantastic. So was his. But
yeah, but I think both of their chases were weak.
You could almost hear a driver's emotions through their foot pedal.
Yes, you definitely can. And let's look at this bracket. The live bracket, if you're watching the live stream, is pinned on top of the chat. We are at a grade 8 battles. And we're at the left side of the grade 8 battles. We had Tom Merman having to take a 5-minute so he could fix his Corvette, his rear taillights.
I mean, if you just really think about it, these cars are tired right now. You know, drivers are tired, crews are tired, you know, and everyone's just trying their best to make sure their machines are up to par.
Yes.
Which is why you always use good products.
Speaking of good products, U.S. Drift Circuit is brought to you by Red Line Synthetic Oil. As well as we have other sponsors. You have Autosports Engineering, Drift HQ, Kenda Tires, BC Racing, Kansei, OMP, Taxi Garage, Link ECU, and many, many more. Guys out here supporting us is fantastic. As you see Louis Lon going up, he's about to get ready for his battle. He's going to be on the right side of the bracket. He's going against Salvio Silva. And then after this commercial break, we will be checking out these final grade 8 battles and going on to the finals after that.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack. That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built it in every Bethesda UHP Max tire goes from Podium performance to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda Tires are designed for your journey.
Link is the engine management solution for champions the world over. We know what it takes to win, pushing boundaries, performing under pressure, and having the best people on your team. Our tech support are performance specialists, available 24 hours and ready to talk one-on-one about your winning formula. Link ECU, the performance, reliability, and power to get to the podium.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Op 7.
Op 7.
Op 7. Op 7.
Looks like it's Tyler Hess doing his buy run. We'll let his car speak. He's been speaking all day on the competition. Man, that throttle modulation on that BMW was absolutely insane. Love hearing that.
It must be nice too when you have a buy run. It's kind of like a, all right, I'm safe.
Yeah, it's a buy run to the final 4.
Yeah. I mean,
no consequence practice lap. Is that what you said? Okay. Oh, it's judged.
Silently judged.
It's
silently judged.
Because if you mess up on that buy run, the drifting community is brutal.
We all know Byron always gets the win.
Yeah, Byron gets the win.
Byron, Lord Byron III.
You know, I know there's a lot of BMWs been getting buy runs. Maybe it's just a BMW thing. It's a lucky charm, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. We have our next battles coming up here.
Wow.
Christian Catrone versus Pedro Sanguini.
This is going to be a really, really fun battle here.
Sanguini is doing a great job. This is the first time I believe seeing him in the U.S. drift circuit. Like Dustin was saying, he is an OSW guy. Grassroots. And then coming into the Pro-Am level. But he has a handful because you have Christian, the Heartbreak Kid, Catrone.
After recovery, too, you know, of getting hit.
Oh, he's even more locked in after that.
Oh, yeah. That's a huge win. After, like, you know, you get your car fixed, it's like almost like poetic.
Yep.
You know, now you really can't fail, you know, because you're overcoming situations that would put a lot of drivers out. So you're definitely feeling it for sure. You're really, really locked in.
There we go. We got our next battle here.
Yeah, but that happens every time the bikes are too sensitive. It happens every time.
Christian Catrone in the lead. Pedro Sanguini in the chase. Here is the first part of this battle. Angle lights off his tires. That's outer zone 2. Does a great job of filling that all the way out. Pedro is trying to fight through.
Oh, wow. Look at
getting
that.
Close to that proximity. Close to hot in outer zone 3. And here he comes to transition to outer zone 4. Beautiful fill out on that zone as he is going into the final inner clip. Christian does a great job in the lead.
You can see Pedro, he's really trying hard, you know, to keep up right there. And then going into entry right there. And then he was pretty close. And then obviously passing that reference point, I mean, there's that little bit of a gap coming through here.
Yeah, that Corvette has a lot of power. He was able to power through, and Pedro was trying to fight the horsepower of the Corvette. That Z has been fighting today and has been doing a great job.
Exactly.
But let's see how Christian Catrone is in the chase.
If he could pull off a good lead lap here, that's going to set him up where he needs to be.
Yeah. There's Pedro coming in here. Good job. Car in. And then Christian has to fall back.
Oh,
now he's
beautiful,
gonna dive
beautiful.
right into the pocket. And Christian Catrone is Pedro rubbing that tire. And now transitioning to outer zone 4. And it looks like Christian makes contact with that outer wall, but he's still fighting through the drift.
That was a really, really solid run from both drivers right there. Towards the end, though.
You're not going to be able to see the Corvette's backside on that last flipping point.
Here we go. We're going to see Pedro looks like he
I was going to say, is there? Oh, no. Literally after they got out at the final clip right there, and then like you just saw a puff of smoke before we transitioned to a different shot, and I think I see some liquid down there.
Yeah, there's liquid on the track too.
Basically one mistake out of both runs. And it was 2 tires off, not 3. So it's
That really sucks because, you know, I mean, at least I'm glad they were able to complete the runs though, but you see Chris in frame right here.
Yeah.
I don't think the extinguisher went on though. I mean, you can see something wet in there for sure.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
I mean, Pedro went into the back of his trunk. I don't know if you saw it. He did something, you know, and
The Z was like, didn't get any zone, like in chase. He's doing like some stuff like that. We can rewatch it. But then,
this, you know, I feel bad for Pedro. He was really feeling it, man. I remember his last interview. This car's been so solid. But I mean, he looks like he's getting a great attitude towards it.
Yeah. Something that happens.
I mean, like you said, that Z has been putting in a lot of work. So honestly,
It's
you know
been
what?
fighting.
Oh, and you know what? It's really romantic too. That car fought to the very, I mean, literally to the very end right there, and then boom, that's where the smoke came out. He was holding on.
if you didn't have the V8 in the angle, the Corvette would have spun right there. So I say that's drifting. Everyone's gonna have big ass angle, and V8s are 50% of the car.
Redline oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack. That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built into every Bethesda UHP Max tire goes from Podium performance to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda Tires are designed for your journey.
Link is the engine management solution for champions the world over. We know what it takes to win. Pushing boundaries, performing under pressure, and having the best people on your team. Our tech support are performance specialists, available 24 hours and ready to talk one-on-one about your winning formula. Link ECU, the performance, reliability, and power to get to the podium.
Redline oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil. Formulated to win. Proven by me.
Op 7.
Op 7.
Op 7.
Op 7.
Redline Oil. Formulated to win. Proven by me.
Redline Oil. Formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win. Proven by me.
Formulated to win. Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil. Formulated to win. Proven by me.
You have Salvio Silva coming up to the line, and Luis Lons. The winner of the last battle was Christian Catrone. And now we're gonna get
the crowd is going wild right now.
We had a big crowd earlier, but
what do you mean? It's still a big crowd.
It's a pretty decent size for
the stands are full of people right now. It's amazing.
Now we have our next battle here, Luis Lons with Salvio Silva.
I mean, listen, guys. We all love drifting. Drifting is a great sport. All the staff are so enthusiastic. There's so much energy here that you know what? We could probably power a whole country with our energy.
Yeah, and the debates between vehicles. Here we go. We have Luis Lons. I almost called him Christian Catrone because he drives a Corvette too, but
How many Corvettes have we seen today?
Yes. But nah, Luis Lance versus Savio Silva. Savio Silva is going to be in the chase. And we'll see how he performs out here. Here we go. Luis Lance going to be leading Savio Silva. They are familiar with each other and their driving styles. Here he comes.
All right.
Great initiation. What's that second outer zone? Able to fill it out. Use some left foot braking to pivot his car around and float to that reference point. Now he's going to get to Salvia's doing a good job keeping the proximity. Also a little bit behind on that transition so he can get back into the pocket of Luis Lance as he is completing the rest of this lap.
That was really good. That was really solid.
It was really clean chase lap here. We're gonna.
I mean, like I said, we have two V8s here, right? So it's never really a big power disadvantage or advantage here, you know? So it really all comes down to just like really holding that consistency and kind of just making sure you do your job. But
yeah,
that right there, that like towards the very last, I mean, you got a little hairier there, a little hairier.
Yeah, he had to back off on that transition so he could give him room. But we have Luis Lance here in the chase, Savio Silva in the lead. This battle, the winner will move on to the final four, and they will be battling Christian Catrone. Here we go, Luis Lance versus Savio Silva. Savio Silva coming into the next initiation, flirting with the first outer zone transition.
Oh,
no! It looks like a spin out of Savio Silva. Was there contact made there?
We need that replay, that red line replay. Oh, wow.
There's a lot of smoke.
I mean, judges are looking at the replay very slowly here, 1 frame per second right now, and it's just...
Yeah, it doesn't look like any contact was made there.
No. And...
Just gave it a little bit too much of them beans.
Bean sounds pretty good right now, actually.
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
Oh, yeah, it's like the... now you're doing it on purpose. You're really making me hungry now.
I love how the skinnier person is hungry, and I'm fine.
You know what? Honestly, though, you know what it is?
I could survive off of it.
I can survive, too. What do you mean? We're like the same. I'm hiding a lot underneath this suit. It's like a compression suit.
Okay.
Don't open it, though.
Okay.
You're going to see a lot of me.
Like a biscuit can.
I ain't gonna lie. You gotta be careful of those.
And it looks like Luis Lance gets the win and moves on. So, Christian Catrone versus Luis Lance.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, like you guys must understand, making a mistake like that, it could cost you your win.
Yeah.
And and that's part of competition. You know, sometimes you're so locked in, they get locked out.
Yep, that's why you make sure your neighbor has the key.
I like how every time we have a bit, we could probably keep a bit, keep going, and we got Sasha and Collective now.
Sasha, Ironside Prospero versus Colette Davis. Colette Davis is in the chase. This will move
one
on
more
to
time.
The one more time battle that will make them move on to the final four.
No pressure, no
first
pressure.
Of U.S. Drift Circuit Formula Drift Pro-Am at Leadfoot City.
Here we go.
Sasha Prospero coming out here. Getting a float out to the first outer zone, lining off those tires, transitioning to outer zone 2. Able to hit one tire in outer zone 2. Good surge from Colette Davis to keep proximity. Sasha Prospero does a great job, and on throttle for outer zone 4, a backfire from his car as you see him going to enter clip 4. Man, oh man.
That entry right there was really interesting, actually.
It was a nice little float. It looked like a possible e-brake pull.
Keeping it a little bit more conservative, she, like I said, like you talked about, a chase car needs to follow that lead car, and that's your job.
Yep.
You're not trying to overtake him. You just try to make sure you give enough room for the transitions. But I mean, right here, she was pretty on there.
Yeah, she was on there. Here we go. We got them going back. Here's Colette Davis in the lead. Outer zone, beautiful. Going to outer zone 2, good block. Angle into outer zone 2. Sasha falls off of the track, one tire.
Wow.
Colette Davis hits outer zone 3. Great job transitioning to outer zone 4. She ain't messing around here. All the way to the final inner clip.
That was almost deja vu a little bit, you know, because, I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, you see her, I mean, Sasha, as you know, we know he's super consistent.
Yeah.
But then right around here, Colette just slingshots that B&W.
Yeah.
Just like last time.
She does a great job in her lead, able to hit every zone. But I think she missed outer zone 4 a little bit, but having our drivers starting to a trailer drive in front of the judges booth.
See
right
how
now.
long those trailers are. You know how much food I could probably store in there?
Oh, you and food.
Come on, you can't tell me you're not hungry right now.
I am not. I want water.
H2O? You want some H2O?
High quality H2O. It's another philosopher I like to listen to. Water boy.
I prefer cold water if I'm honest, you know, even though. Hey!
And it looks like Colette Davis gets the win and moves on to the final 4. She's going to be battling Tyler Hess. In next battle here, we're going to see for the final 4 is going to be Tyler Hess, Colette Davis.
Let's go, Sasha. He did a great job. He was such a great driver today. Super consistent, super competitive.
And we have Christian Cadrone scrubbing his tires. You have Louis Lance getting ready for his final 4 battle. Winner moves on to the podium. Up first to second place, a guaranteed spot. Loser goes to the battle of 3rd place.
3rd place is still good, though.
Oh, yeah. It's a podium. You're getting top 3 points. Sets yourself up for the rest of the season.
I think it's so funny that there's so many Corvettes right now. And then Colette used to drive a Corvette and everything, you know? You know, fun fact, she actually likes the BMW more, actually. That's what she told me.
She got comfortable with it, and she's enjoying the platform, which is great.
Drift HQ is a big BMW supporter.
Yes. Yes, they are.
This is going to be really interesting. So we're seeing 2 identical cars here.
Yes. Christian Cadrone in the lead. Louis Lance in the chase. Great job going to the second outer zone. Beautiful fill
Wow!
As Louis Lance is surging into the pocket. Getting doors. Oh, mercy. Louis Lance now holding back after he's about to break the stabilized start so he can transition into this final outer zone. Christian Cadrone surges forward so he could leave him in the dust, but Louis Lance is sinking his teeth and his claws
did you see
Christian
that?
Cadrone's door.
Did you see that? They got really, really close.
These 2 guys are animals. The first event 2 years ago in Sebring, it was actually them battling each other at times, and Christian Cadrone won a podium. This is a grudge match here between Christian Cadrone and Louis Lance.
I mean, right there. I mean, they were just on it.
Oh man.
I mean, obviously the judges are studying every little frame per second right now.
Yeah,
and this giant TV we have here.
It's just one half of the battle too. Here we go. We got our second half of this battle coming up here. Christian Cadrone is down the lead.
Wow, look at that speed.
And Louis Lance lights off those tires in the first outer zone, locks in, angle.
Whoa!
And there's Christian Cadrone surging into the puck in the same area that Louis Lance did. Now he's giving him some room. Throughout this whole lap, and he's doing that, transitioning to the final.
Oh! Caught the eye contact.
Oh my God! Did he rip his door off?
I think. I think he did. He did a door delete.
It's a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Just put duct tape on it. You'll be okay.
Where is the door, by the way?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like on the other car.
Here we go. We're gonna see this nice proximity here, transitioning from outer zone 1 to 2.
They were like almost identical with the entry in that first couple corners right there.
Here we go. We transition. Bang. Surges in.
Oh wow.
Smacks that door. There it is.
Slid. It slid underneath. Wow. Look at that. Kind of a little. Whoop. But you see that he transitioned late, and then it's already too late because he's already committed.
Yeah, I think he surged when he there is a decel there.
Yeah.
So I think he went a little too hot and tapped that door. I don't think he expected the door to come off as a projectile.
I mean, if I'm honest, most of these Corvettes are running carbon fiber doors, so, you know, ain't nothing. But, I mean, it's amazing how they had almost identical in the very beginning right there. And that just shows you that they know their cars.
Yes.
Right? They know how to push them. They know each other. But we all know that big transition right here is where you want to, there's that decent, and then boom, it was just, I think the timing was a little off. Maybe he backed off a little bit, you know, but.
And looks like the judges have come to a decision. Right for Christian, left for Lewis. Left for Lewis Lance. He's moving on for the battle of first and second place. Christian Chickentrone has the opportunity to get third place podium here, so it's not over for him yet.
I mean, he's been doing a great job. Consistently driving, right? Taking advantage also, you know, with all the single laps that he did earlier. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yes.
That plate of his.
Whew.
It's like eating macaroni and cheese, but with La Vida, you know, on the top, you know. And
La Vida?
La Vida.
La Vida. Loca?
Yeah. Man, I just got myself.
I'd never heard La Vida.
It's pretty good, actually.
Is it?
It's a spin-off of La Vida.
Velveeta.
Yeah. Have you ever had authentic Velveeta, though? It's really good, actually.
No, I usually go to Dollar General for my cheese.
Have you tried their lobsters? It's pretty good.
Lobster?
Yeah, their lobster rolls are pretty good.
Okay.
We could go together afterward. Oh, we got a minivan. They're going to do a buy run right now.
Jesus.
Guys, you guys don't understand. It's a 1,000 horsepower car.
They're trying to grab that door.
Oh, the one that slid out? And
Yeah, I think they grabbed it and they're bringing it back.
What a great service here at the track, you know?
Yeah, door-to-door service.
I ain't gonna lie, it's been a hot minute since we've seen each other on. I forgot how I looked like earlier.
On camera?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sometimes not flattering at times.
You
for
know,
me.
I feel like, you know.
I've gotten a funny a comment. Someone said that my beard is buffering, which was hilarious. I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Your beard is buffering?
Yeah.
At least you have a nice beard, though. A lot of people struggle to make beards. I struggle a lot. I look very homeless if I try to grow a beard out. You know, I just don't have that genetic.
I just gotta like make sure I have it lined up and at the barbershop.
And, you know, self-care is very important.
Yep, and these guys have to have some self-care after this round because it's been a long day.
And their cars, too. Make sure their cars are having great products with them.
Man,
and
some of these guys are probably going to get in the Epsom salt bath.
You know what, though? I think, too, just like with like big athletes, like your ice bath, I mean, everything. I mean, drivers truly, like, there's no joke. Self-care is so important.
Yeah, for sure. And now we're going to go to a commercial break as these guys get set up here. We're going to get them taken care of, get new tires, and get ready for our Final Four battle. And we'll see you guys soon.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Such a badass car.
Oh,
that's
God,
great.
oh, man.
That was my favorite car.
Z4M to me is fucking sick. Especially.
Okay, we got Colette Davis coming out here, and Tyler Hess.
Welcome back, everybody. Crowd's going wild. I mean, I love the energy the crowd's giving right now. Because you know why? Because we're at that very final step of
Yes.
ProAm Round 1 here at US Drift Circuit.
Winner of this moves on to battle Louis Lance. And
Wow, we get a cool graphic and
yes,
everything.
we do.
Thank
And
you,
then-
Adam.
And then the loser moves on to battle Christian Catrone. Tyler Hess out here. Positive attitude, struggling with his car throughout the day, and now he is in the final 4 battles.
B&W versus B&W. Oh, this is going to be really fun to watch.
It looks like Colette Davis is going to be calling her 5.
Oh.
I wonder what's going on with that.
Well, I mean, hopefully nothing bad.
Hopefully nothing best.
Because she made a huge effort all the way up to now.
Yes.
You know, and oh, here comes Chris. There's Chris doing a beautiful lap. And a lot of people don't know, like, when you guys call a 5 or any kind of timeout, it's when you start touching it, and I believe that's when the time goes on, correct?
Yeah. Every driver during the main bracket, they do have a 1 minute, well, not 1 minute, a one-time 5-minute time. All right.
Oh, the atmosphere is rising right now.
Yeah.
Just like my appetite. And that's the thing too.
Yeah. We have actually curfew at 1 is our hard stop for the event. So
no pressure, right? No pressure.
Yeah, they need to switch those tires quick.
But I mean, but this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. I love the theater of the event right now. I mean, this is like what movies are based on. Like that last minute, full of energy. I mean, the team is so locked in like NASCAR.
Yes.
Right? I mean, they're probably going through crazy getting those wheel studs out.
Tom Cruise just running.
Doing his own stunts. Oh, yeah, he loves running for some reason.
Always sprinting in his movies.
You ever see him on an airplane? He's just like, yeah, let me do that 8 more times.
Yeah, that maniac.
But that's the thing, though. Like this is what drivers live for when they're in this moment.
Yes.
You know, they feel it. They feel it's really real to them, and the victory feels that much sweeter. And you know the saying, no pressure, but definitely there is some pressure here.
Yes,
you know?
there is some pressure.
My blood pressure is up right now, full of excitement. Just like the crowd here, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful night here in Tampa, Leftfoot City. Oh, we're not in Tampa. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a visitor here, so I have a free pass. I have a 1 free pass.
We're at Leftfoot City here.
We're in Florida. There you go. We're in Florida. Beautiful, beautiful Sunshine State. You know.
Yeah, in Brooksville, Florida.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like how we're actually finding geographic location of this area.
It looks like Tyler Hess is scrubbing tires, and
All
Colette
right.
Davis got herself situated here. We're gonna see our battle here for first and second place.
It's like watching an NBA basketball game where it's like the time we're on that time limit right now.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a lot of pressure for these drivers.
Next, you know, it's one more time.
Here we go. We're waiting for the lights. They are cleared. Tyler Hess is going to be in the lead. Colette Davis in the chase. Winner moves on to our first and second place battle. Tyler Hess is going in. It's Abu Zone 2 able to lock in angle. Here comes Colette Davis, reeling him in.
Wow.
Top of that rear quarter panel. Oh, no. Colette Davis has been flirting with that wall all day. And then Tyler Hess is able to complete that lap.
Oof. That was crazy. I mean, she was on him, though.
She was on him, but she was a little too far back in the pocket that forced her to make contact with that wall.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see here on the replay, you see her surge
Wow,
in
she was really
beautifully.
locked in, and then...
And you're going to see her make contact with that wall and then fall out of the line.
Thankfully, though, it wasn't that deep of a hit. And then, you know, as you know, most drift cars, when they do hit a wall,
Yeah.
there's always a tendency to hit the wall one more time with the front end, but car looks fine.
For the most part. There's parts falling off the car as she's driving off track. That's crazy.
She wanted to change her tires.
I mean, there was definitely right there, like, I mean, just like, I mean, you can see the frame by frame right here coming up. It's just, she wasn't that far off. Oh my God, is that part of her car right there? I can't tell that. No, it's not.
No.
No. I did hear something though. I did. Oh wow.
All right.
That was kind of a rush.
It was.
Crowd is so speechless right now.
Here's Tyler Hess getting back to the line. And they're sending Tyler Hess, I believe.
Well, we're out of time, so unfortunately.
Same thing as last year.
Really?
Yep, he did this in round 1 last year.
So it's Tyler versus the finals, Tyler and Lewis.
Yep.
Chris
So it'll be our final battle will be Tyler Hess versus Louis Lance. Here we go. We're getting our lights here.
Okay, so he's getting a buy run now.
Yep, Tyler Hess is getting a buy run. Great job from Tyler Hess throughout the day.
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, it's delivery, that's why. I mean, it's delivery. It's delivery. It's that good old luck charm, you know?
Yeah, it is.
But he deserved it. He worked really, really hard, you know, throughout all day today.
Is he gonna flip it around and go on the line? That would be fantastic to see.
So what's next?
Louis Lance versus Tyler Hess is going to be for the battle of first and second place.
So this is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Our final battle. And then I don't believe Colette Davis will be able to make it to the line. We'll see.
You never know.
You never know.
Never say never, right?
Yep.
Just like Justin Bieber.
Yep.
I mean, the crowd is, the energy's building. We're building.
Yes. We are building for our final battle here.
It's too bad that the hard stop is coming up very soon because, I mean, I'm having a blast right now.
I always have a blast at drift events. It's great. Unfortunately, with like noise ordinance and with tracks all around the country, that's what we had to fight at times.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack. That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built it in every Bethesda UHP Max tire goes from podium
What a performance.
to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda Tires are designed for your journey.
Link is the engine management solution for champions the world over. We know what it takes to win. Pushing boundaries, performing under pressure, and having the best people on your team. Our tech support are performance specialists, available 24 hours and ready to talk one-on-one about your winning formula. Link ECU, the performance, reliability, and power to get to the podium.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Op 7.
Op 7.
Op 7. Op 7.
Here we go. We have a bye run for third place here. You have Colette Davis coming out here, just revving her car up, just doing a nice parade lap here. She is our third place, waving around.
Congratulations, Colette.
I'm happy that her car got back up and running after that collision. And now we have our battle for first and second place here coming up.
Might as well kill those tires.
Yeah. Okay. Our battle for first and second place. Our final battle here today. Here we go. This is going to be a fun show here.
Here we go.
And Tyler has come down here. Lewis Lance in the lead. Transitioning from first out of his zone and second out of his zone. And here's Tyler Hash being super aggressive in the chase, trying to get to the pocket of Lewis Lance. All the way through, transitioning into outer zone 4. Locks up the tires so he can get floated all the way out there and diving into the final clip. Beautiful run.
Wow,
from
that was
Lewis
that
Lance.
was a great run. I mean, that's what we expect from a potential first and second place driver here in round 1. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, now we have Tyler going to be leading. Beautiful transition from Lewis, and now he's going to go into that reference point right there, going to outer zone 3, bang, fills it all the way out. Now he's going to get ready to transition to outer zone 4, but what looks like our drivers are already lined up on this line here. This is the last battle. Here we go. Tyler S. in the lead. Lewis Lance in the chase. Initiate. Bang. Outer zone 1 is beautiful. Second outer zone. Able to go out there. Lewis Lance is riding the left foot brake so he can keep the close proximity and fight for it. Super aggressive.
Wow.
The Tyler S. gives him some room so he can go to outer zone 4. Looks like a tire drop on outer zone 4 and diving into the front clip. Lewis Lance out there for that fight.
That was, I mean, solid run from both drivers right there, and it's just, I cannot wait to see what the judges say.
It looks like the judges that came from the decision.
I mean, that was the best of the best here today.
Yeah, and Lewis is doing a great job there. And it looks like decision has been made for it.
Who is he gonna win? Who's taking first place?
We already know Colette Davis got third place. We're waiting for Bunny to go out there.
Oh, this is it. This anticipation.
It's looking like a Bad Boys movie right here.
It's been a Bad Boys movie. What are you talking about? We're the main leads, by the way.
And it looks like they're gonna roll them up here. You see Colette Davis, I believe, rolling up behind him.
Oh wow, this is how they do it in all the other live streams and the videos.
Yeah.
This is beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
I mean, this was a very, very awesome event. I mean, everyone did a great job.
Oh yeah, everybody put they're all out there. There's a couple of collisions, couple one more times. It was a fantastic driving exposition of drivers over here, and you see
That's what you expect, you know?
Yeah, man. You expect them to put their heart out. You got 2 Pro Spec drivers and a Pro-Am driver there, and I think that's Dustin Motors out there. Dustin.
Hi, Dustin. He probably can't hear us.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
All right, Dustin.
Hey guys, how are you?
We're gonna send it down to you.
Sounds good. Well, I'm over here waiting on Chris Jackson for some large checks, it looks like. We got 3 beautiful cars here, 3 amazing drivers. But again, we want to thank all the drivers that came out here and all the fans for coming through the heat since 9 a.m. till now, almost 1 o'clock. So we got some trophies, we got some checks, and we're going to go ahead and announce these winners. If I can get all the drivers over here.
It's fun, man. It's a fun gig. Is exhausting at times. Very fun.
All right, guys, make some noise if you can hear me. There we go. I know it's an enthusiastic crowd. All right, in 3rd place, first round U.S. Drift Circuit, all the way out here at Leadfoot. Colette Davis, make some noise.
Let's go!
Great job. And what you guys have all been waiting for, to know who's going to hoist this large trophy, who's going to walk along with the biggest check in the points, starting the season off right. We've got 2 gentlemen here. Make some noise for your winner, Lewis Lance, getting first place, and an absolutely heater pulling in 2nd place, buddy. Congratulations, Tyler Hess. What an amazing show from everybody out here. Trials and tribulations from everybody coming out here. But please make some noise for these drivers. They put their heart and soul into this. Here you go, buddy. Congratulations. Absolutely killed it. And we got some champagne for you. We got some checks. Yeah, checks first. Let's pay them. So Kansei Wheels paying out 2nd place, buddy. Here, Tyler, let me go ahead and put this bad boy here. $400. Kansei Wheels. Colette Davis, $200. I'm sure your wheel wasn't $200, but there you go. And $600 to Lewis over here. You're going to put it right there for you. If you guys wanted to hold those up and take a photo for the sponsors real quick. If you want to stand over here, maybe. 3 of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you got your stuff for the sponsors.
So what do you do pretty much when it's after they do this part?
All right, there we go. Wow Signs throwing some money around. First place, getting $500. We know he's going to use it. 2nd place, $250. And Colette Davis, I heard, has an amazing livery coming down on the way. Here you go with $150 to help towards that, hopefully.
And definitely find a huge new appreciation.
And then anything Autosports Engineering, $250, first place. We're handing out checks like crazy today. I feel like Bob Barker.
Oh, I'm going to follow you right now. What are you talking about?
Right?
Yeah,
$150. There you go, buddy.
I get why.
And $100. Absolutely, guys. Make some noise for all the amazing sponsors that were able to help out with everything. Without them, none of us would be here. It is a hard sport on the bank account. I've never seen something as draining, besides maybe in... Oh, Sasha. Sasha's... I'll take it. It's fine. No, Sasha Wisefab for the biggest send of the night. If you guys were watching him, he was absolutely sending it all day. Seating, practice, you name it, he was absolutely killing it. I'm going to pretend, it's $1,000. It's not $100. It's $1,000. Holy cow. I want this check. Can I ask him to keep it? Anyways, we got a premature bottle by Jackson over here. Hand out some bottles. Who wants a bottle? You get a bottle.
Oh, we know what you do, man. We see you all the time.
I'm going to pull this aside.
Going to the Bay Area.
Get him. Get him. There you go. Oh, she's going for the Gen Z. She's doing the Formula One. Oh. Taste it, guys. You deserved it. Sweet victory. What an amazing job. If you guys don't mind, can I get a photo with you guys too over here?
Yeah, I talked to Jared, and he gives me tips. Kind of mentors me.
Tyler. Tyler, can I steal you for 2 seconds? Just so we can get a photo with the champagne bottles. No. Not you. It's just a photo. Just a photo. Come here. I don't trust you guys, actually. I really don't. The cameras are all that way, I swear.
We'll be both in FD, but I'll be a spectator, though. I'm going to be like, I co-host with him one time. You remember me, buddy?
It's so funny because when I go to FD,
Alcoholics on 3.
Guys
Great job, guys. Great job.
We're hanging out, and then they're like, why are you getting more recognized? They go, why are you getting more recognized than some of the FD drivers? I'm like, I don't know. They probably know me from the sim. And a lot of the drivers that come here, that's where they know me from. And it's
it's cool. It's cool to see the sim world come